Hello. Good
Oh,
morning, people. I hope you guys have coffee. John is waking up extra early to join us.
My tea is steeping, and I'll probably run off at some point and grab it.
you know what's funny? I didn't even know she went live until like 2 seconds ago because I thought she was gonna pull us in.
Do
No.
the countdown.
Yeah,
I'm not that
I'm used to the
professional.
countdown.
I
I'm not
also
even a YouTuber, so you got one up on me already.
I forget that StreamYard does like the countdown, or that you can do the
You
countdown.
can, yeah.
I remember seeing people's channels and seeing that countdown and being like, wow, this is so professional. Like, people know how to edit doing a countdown. I don't even know. And then I realized it was StreamYard, and I was like, oh, okay.
I used to really hate it. Like, I used to be like the guy who's like, I'm not doing the stupid countdown. Like, the music
Why?
drives me crazy. I hated all of it.
Really?
It just
Really?
seems
I
so
vibe
like
with it. I'm like,
it seems so phony.
I always
then,
liked it.
But then I realized the big part of it was like the notifications that went off. So like when you hit live, anybody who's got the little bell clicked for your channel gets a notification. And if they're like, oh, I got to get my phone out, I got to turn it on, they
Morning,
miss the
Brandon.
first like 10 seconds of your show. But if they have the countdown going, they don't miss anything. They arrive basically right when the show goes.
Oh.
So then I was like, okay, I get it then maybe.
I'll be honest. I didn't know if the countdown was from StreamYard or from YouTube because I just haven't
Yeah.
set it up before. You know what I mean?
yeah, I also have never done a countdown. So like John, you said it, and I was like, oh yeah.
I mean, you can do it right now if you want, like in the middle of your show. You can count down anything. Like when
Wait.
Justin
I think
gets
you've
here,
done
you
that
just-
as a joke.
Oh yeah, we used
Wait,
to do it all
Candace
the time.
is here. I'm gonna do a
Joke it was.
countdown for Candace. Wait,
I
okay,
think
wait,
you did that, didn't you?
walk me
Yeah.
through the countdown. How the heck do I do this on streaming?
So you go to brand. I think it's called brand on the side, the branding section.
Okay.
And then you scroll down, you'll see one with a countdown clock, like in the videos section or whatever.
Oh, Candace, I'm gonna count down, and you're gonna be
Special.
a special countdown. All right, guys. Hello. That was
Hey,
awesome.
Candace.
That was also longer than usually 30 seconds. I felt like that.
Yeah. It just felt longer because it's in
It's
the
just
middle
early.
of your show.
Did you see my comment? I commented. I said that she gave her the full 30. Damn.
You can't cut it short.
No, not at all. Good morning, Candace.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
It's going well.
It's going well. Candace and I are going hunting. There's like several comic shops that are doing Valentine's Day sales this weekend. I don't know if that's happening anywhere where you guys are.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I hadn't heard from my shop that they were doing any Valentine's things.
They were like, if you like, I love you, but I love comics more.
I love the posts they've
That's
been
good.
doing, especially like
That's
calendars.
They have this. One of the shops designed this like retro T-shirt that has like a golden age, like kind of like romance, where it says like I love you, but I love comics
Yeah, I
more.
love
And has like the girl like running
So-
away.
So good.
I think that's a good strategy to get folks in.
Yeah.
Especially with the sale, obviously. That's a
Morning,
good tagline.
Daywalker. Yeah, I went in yesterday to one of the shops because they're doing a full weekend, and I was telling this to Jason. I go in because I had to pick up like a little Funko Pop for a friend, and this guy is like just like perusing the shelves. I'm like the only one in there except him, but I'm like, man, all of the shelves are cleaned out because it's like $1.50 for newer comics, except for the ones that just released. Like their whole thing is a pretty
Nice.
big shop. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna grab some extra stuff. I'm like looking, I'm like, there's nothing. I'm like, it's day one of the sale. It's a Friday, and there's nothing. And then I'm standing, I'm looking at their wall books, and the guy's like, the checkout guy's like, I can help you. And I'm like, okay, well, like there's someone before me, this guy and his girlfriend. And they're like, oh no. We're gonna be a while. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the cashier is like, yeah, they have all of this. And he points, and there's 2 stacks on the counter, 4 stacks on a table, like this
They
tall.
cleaned house.
I was like, that feels so
Not
bogus.
Wow.
They gave Haley nothing, just not even scraps. Like,
Jeez.
I was like, slim pickings.
What about the people that came in today?
Well, and I heard the guy saying that they're not restocking. So Candace, I hope that there's comics for us like come Sunday.
Which one did you go to?
I went to the one in Lakeview, so
Lakeview,
which is not the one we're going to.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that guy is like also going around.
I was gonna say that might have been.
I know
second
he's
stop
hitting
already.
with all the stores.
if there's another sale, I wouldn't doubt it. You know.
I was like, dang, okay. Like, and then the cashier was like, are you speccing and like doing this? He's like, yeah, do you hate me? And he's like, no, I'm not. Like, you're, giving us money. Like, I don't
want
really care.
to. Yeah, I want to sell the stuff for the price that I put on it. So yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So that was my fun comic adventure that I didn't end up buying comics there, but I ended up in the claim sales on Instagram. So
That's
I'll follow you
dangerous.
everywhere.
Just like Whatnot. It's dangerous.
it's
Yeah,
incredible.
I haven't bought anything off of Whatnot before.
Me neither.
I don't have anything against it, but I just haven't just attended.
It's a
the
rabbit
show,
hole.
you
So
know?
once you jump in, you just got to be ready. You're in Wonderland at that point because it's so easy. They've got your payment info. It's like
Oh,
That's
like
another
buying
reason why,
comics
because
in
it's so
PayPal
easy
almost.
to
That's what
purchase
it's like.
something.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
why, like, I'm just like, yo, I spend enough money on.
They've
this
got
show.
your address and they've got your payment information. So the second you win a book, it basically deducts the money automatically and
Mhm.
sends them your address. Like you don't do anything. All you do is bid and buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
like
correct.
at least with like eBay or like Mercari or something else online, like you have to put in your information. Your address is probably stored, but
Right.
like you got to put in your card probably. I don't know if you have it saved, but there's a couple
There's
roadblocks, I
steps,
guess.
yeah,
It gives you a
to
chance to be
question
like,
you.
you sure?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you want this? Like, you want to spend this money? Like,
yeah.
there's nothing with Whatnot.
I haven't done Whatnot, but I've done like Pop Shop. Do you guys know that one?
What is that?
I've seen that before.
Oh,
I've
that
seen
one
that
is-
before.
It's like it's very similar, but I
I feel like Whatnot took it over after, like the
yeah,
space.
I guess so.
kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I go on there for like designer toys and things like
Mm.
that, but it's the same thing where it's like you can buy it instantly, so it's like
Mhm.
really dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun thing just to especially like there's this one that I watched that's like 3D Retro, which is a designer toy store. I think they're in California. And they do like blind boxes where they'll actually like open it up and then you can actually pick the ones you want, which is really convenient.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So that's also why I get sucked into it. And then they get do like good deals and stuff, and they're just like fun, like to chat with everyone. And
Nice.
so, yeah, I highly recommend that place, even though it's really dangerous too.
No, I don't need to be collecting any more.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Comics.
already kind of going down the like Funko Pop rabbit hole, which
Oh yeah, I've been there.
I can't do that.
we have
It's
some
so cool.
people
I
here.
like a lot of them, but I can't do that because.
Hi, Brother John Comics and Euporium. Thanks all the people who are watching right now, waking up early to hang out with us. Yeah, the Macari is always really interesting. Have you guys bought from Macari Comics?
I don't think I have, but I have the app,
Really?
but I haven't done it.
Okay.
I feel like you would have, John, or like
I
you
am
know, just
that
as
kind.
a no, not like pegging you as like a kind of person. Like, well, I mean, besides like a comic person, you know what I mean? I feel like you would have bought some stuff off there.
I've got most of the apps on my phone, but I haven't purchased from all of them yet.
You have that sounds like you have really good self-restraint because I don't know what that is. But with the Macari, way that my experience with the comics, people have like sent the stuff or just like anything. Like Jason has a really crazy story, but I recently bought a pop off of there and someone as like packing stuffed diapers.
Yeah,
And I was like,
nasty. It wasn't fresh
what?
ones either. It was at least the plastic was off, right? Or
no,
I don't know,
it
or
was
whatever,
fresh, but I
Like,
wouldn't
it was-
touch it.
That'd be-
Oh, wow.
I was like,
That
let me
was
just put some
gross.
gloves on. It
I
was
mean, it probably wasn't used,
Oh,
but
that's so good.
still.
and then the person who showed up at my door,
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
that
yeah,
story
shit
was
That
wild.
was-
It was crazy.
craziness. I just was like, all right, that's fine.
I was genuine when you told me that first. I was genuinely like worried. Like I was like, yo, like should we do something? You know,
It's,
like
it's time to move.
to secure yourself. But like I guess it was innocent. You know what I mean? But like,
Who
that's-
knows?
you just-
Maybe maybe that guy. No, I don't even want to like joke
Yeah,
about that
let's
kind
not
of stuff.
go down that
Not
rabbit
even,
hole. You're
like,
gonna,
yeah.
you're
But
stressed for days.
I'm thinking of getting a PO box at this point because I'm doing a little bit more shopping online, like in the claim sales and things like that, and I'm just realizing I'm like, oh yeah, like all of these people have my address. They know where I live. So
part of me was like, you know what? I'm gonna start using my work address and just be like,
I've done that.
I'm there for most shipping hours anyways, and let my school deal with it.
They just get like boxes, like
they're
John,
like, John,
what are
this
these?
came for you. Like, yeah, it did. Deal with it.
Have you guys gotten anything recently that you're pretty excited about?
I did, but I'm gonna get my tea and I'll go second or third.
Go for it.
I brought all of my stacks.
Oh my gosh, show off these stacks. I brought some
Wait,
stuff.
let me see.
Yeah, which one should I start with? Because there was one that I originally was gonna post on a video, but then it was too long, so that it didn't really work out. Let's see. Then I have one that's from recent convention, and then this week what I got in the mail. So we'll start with.
I love mail calls.
One that I was supposed to do a video with, and I'll just pick through. I don't know if everything is really relevant here, but let me see.
I just love that I see like John's Department of Truth. I love that one cover by Frizzin.
Yeah,
Frizzin.
Nice.
That was a nice one.
Oh, Justin's in the
Hey, Justin.
Yo. You coming?
You about to show up? Where you at? We got the crew here.
Okay, so I went to a convention, like a small one. Really, it's in Rosemont, actually.
I didn't. How do you find these conventions?
Okay, well, I'll let you know what the last one. The next one is. I think that day was when you had stuff going on with your laptop and things. But that's fair. When my laptop took a tumble off my desk and broke. Yeah. But I promise I'll let you know the next one. Because it's a small convention in Rosemont. It's not in the Stevens Convention Center. It's like I think it's a Crown Plaza like nearby. Mm-hmm. So it's like maybe like I think $5 to get in or something. It's just super casual, and then I think you pay for parking, so maybe it's like $10 altogether or something if you're driving in. So it's like very small, and they have like 3 separate rooms, and they do mostly comics and toys and things like that. So I'll let you know.
That's awesome.
It's really fun.
I've never been to like a small like convention. Well, I honestly was like, where do people find them? Do they do like underground?
So many. Because there's a lot of ones that are just like Comic-Con or small Comic-Cons, but then there's ones that are just toys or mixture, or we have flea markets over here and stuff. So anyway, one, let's see, let me see if I can remember how this one was. Okay, so one of them, I think I bought like a figure or something, but then she let me have like this for free.
Oh,
nice.
So I was like looking at it, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get it. And then she's like, oh, you can just take it complimentary. So I thought that was
free things.
I thought this one was actually pretty cool because it goes through. Let's see. It's like just a compilation of different ones. Some earlier, some newer, I think.
I haven't read any Hulk. Like
I haven't either.
The new She-Hulk issue, and then like maybe one old She-Hulk issue that I have from like when I was a kid. But
yeah, I want to
read any Hulk.
And then I started reading She-Hulk, the last one. Or I forgot who's the writer for that one. But yeah, I started reading that through Comixology, and it's pretty good so far.
The sensational She-Hulk run is hilarious, and if you want something just like fun, it's basically the one I think they're basing the show
for the
on.
show, right?
Yeah.
Now maybe that's who I started.
It's like basically
breaks, aren't they going to break the fourth wall just like the books or something?
The comic was famous for doing what Deadpool does, which is like talking to the reader like a ton. She would talk to the reader, and she's like trying to balance being a lawyer and being a superhero. Wow. She's gained control over her abilities, but she's stuck as this tall green woman and Amazon, and then she's trying to be, she's like a lawyer for superheroes a lot of times, so she's helping them with superhero problems. So there's definitely like a tongue-in-cheek quality to it, and her awesome pantsuits are always getting destroyed when she's like rushing out to fight somebody. So it's very funny. So I highly recommend.
Maybe that's
If you have the Marvel app, just like
I do. That's what
browse through
I
that.
need
It's a
to-
fun read.
I'm trying to see which one I'm actually.
I need to use
Not
the
a big
Marvel
fan of the
app.
Savage She-Hulk run, even though it's like where she came
Took
to
off.
be or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't know what to do with her. I think they wanted her to be exactly like the Hulk, but a woman. And it was kind of like, once she got her own personality. Yeah. I can't wait to see Tatiana Maslany play. Like, Tatiana
Everyone's
Maslany
really
is so
excited.
talented. If you've never seen that show she did, Black Orchid? The one where she's basically playing like 7 characters in the show.
I have consistently heard about that show. I did a podcast with Geekable, and they were telling me about that. They were really freaking out about her, and I just I haven't seen it. Is it on a streaming site?
So it was a BBC show, and I want to say it's on Netflix that they might own it. But like she plays a character who's been cloned, and she doesn't know which is the first and which is the last clone or whatever. So every time she meets a new iteration of herself, there's one that's like an assassin, there's one that's a soccer mom, there's one, and they've all got like different accents, so they're all from scattered across the globe.
Wow,
and
what's it called?
So good. Somebody in the chat's gonna know it.
Yeah, anyone in the chat, if you know. Also, morning, Aman.
Is that what it's called? No.
Maslany.
What it do, fam?
Black Orphan. There you go. Black Orphan.
Black.
Okay.
I feel like I heard that.
This
Orphan
is
Black.
the
Yeah, Orphan
one
Black.
I started reading. So.
Hold up.
Was that the new one?
No.
That's the one that was like 2 ago or 1 ago. I can't remember.
So yeah, so I guess
I haven't read that one. So
so far it's pretty good. I haven't got too far though.
I need to dive deeper in the Marvel app. I just tend to forget about it because I'm just buying so many comics. I need to read.
I get it.
I don't have a Marvel app. I just use Comixology for digital ones.
And they've got so many great Comixology deals on firstly all the free stuff that you get if you have a Comixology whatever account.
Yeah, I did the unlimited and then buy it through them.
So you can read.
I feel like that's the most
there.
That's the most bang for your buck. I feel because Marvel Unlimited you get a lot of backlog Marvel, right? But I feel like Comixology has everything,
the
spread of
stuff,
everything, indie, DC, everything.
Even
So,
have manga
for $5, what is it, $5? A month, or is it $6 a month now?
Yeah,
I
it's
forget.
pretty affordable.
Yeah, for the price point and from what you get and the choices, I think that's the most bang for your buck. I think you'll get.
Yeah, so that's how I like to just try out things that I don't want to commit to or just lose my shelf space. But okay, let's see what else did I also got another Hulk one. I don't know, it was like a Hulk buying day, I guess, but it was really cool.
That's a great cover.
Oh yeah, that is a great cover.
Oh, I love that. That's
one.
Is that the recent homage that they just did too for I don't think
So that cover is an homage to a really early Hulk cover.
Yeah,
the one that they
that's from the mid '90s or late '90s, I think.
This one it says.
But did they make another homage that looks like that?
I would not be
thinking
surprised.
of. Are you talking about the Nakayama one, the homage that came out recently?
Yeah, it looks like that.
It's homaging the older one, I think.
It's homaging the older one, but are they homaging the same one? I guess is what
I believe so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Because I bought that because for the cover.
I'm also a big fan. I mean, I know that I'm not a huge Hulk fan, but I've the 2 or 3 that I love. If you've read Planet Hulk is phenomenal.
Yeah,
it comes in a hardcover.
So good.
It's very much like the story Spartacus. If you've ever seen that movie or heard that storyline of the slave who becomes a gladiator who leads a revolution, and Hulk is on a far off planet and he's forced to live as a gladiator and a slave, and then he slowly leads a revolution to take over the planet. So it's there's no other real superhero characters that it's just him. And
I have that book right here.
So freaking! It's written by Greg Pak, who is one of the nicest people
remember this
ever.
Part of the story where the Silver Savage,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna give away, but the Silver Surfer does show up.
Fault,
he's the only
I got
superhero.
excited. These 2 were right here.
So good.
I love that Jason's just
it was right
He's
here.
ready. He had it right there.
I picked these up, and this is show and tell. I'm sorry, Candace, but he was talking about it.
I have plenty to jump in whenever. I could be going here for all day if I have the whole.
I have the best example of that ever, though. I was for charity. I was hosting an interview with Chip Zdarsky and he was talking about Daredevil. And people had to pay money to talk to him, but I got to. It was like this, and I was I was the moderator, and I was digitally
That's
passing
so
the question to the next
cool.
person. It was totally fun, and I was, but it was all offline, and people paid to be in the chat and asking questions one-on-one, kind of like this. And he was like, "Oh, there's this episode of this issue of John Romita Jr.'s Daredevil where like Daredevil's not in it." Okay, I'm out. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, hey, hey.
And Zdarsky says like, "Oh, it's all from the point of view of the Human Torch," and it's this weird issue where it's like Daredevil's not even in it; it's Human Torch. And I literally had the book right behind me, and I grabbed it and I pulled it out and I held it up. He's like, "No way did you have that book right there." It was
That's
like I
awesome.
freaked Chip Zdarsky out legitimately.
You're like, I was reading your mind.
Well, I knew I was going to talk Daredevil, so I had all my Daredevil boxes like, right on top.
I can't with Justin right now.
This guy, man. This guy.
Look at his.
That is a cool one though.
Nope.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Look at how hairy his arms are, though. I'm just saying, he's got hairy arms.
I got my guys.
It's
Very accurate.
I got more than you.
Yeah.
I got
Just like, I got more than you.
Yeah, we'll go all day. We'll go all day, buddy.
All day.
I love it.
As he holds up Captain America, he can do this all day. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. I've even got 2 more stands over that way, and there's one behind me. So,
Yeah, but yours are cooler because like yours are actual slab stands. So
See?
like, or just,
Oh, well,
as
I-
comics
Dang.
related.
I just haven't got what this is comic related. I got your girl right here, Jason. Got your girl
Nah,
right
he got
here,
the
man.
same. He got the same thing. He got
Nah,
characters.
nah.
But he puts the characters on the stand. That
Hey, I'm
match
brand
the
new,
book.
man. Come on, let me spend some
Did
money
make-
first. I'll be
did
there.
make,
I'll be there.
Justin's at the Lego store every day. Like,
Let me just sell my X-Men 1. I'll have everything John has.
Well, you got the plaza every day, bro. I see
to
you.
me, you mean
You know,
to me. You're
All
gonna
these,
sell it to me.
all these people have no idea what the plaza
Yeah,
is.
to
But I
you.
see you at the plaza, man. Every day. You know what I mean?
Used to never go there. Now I'm always there.
Yeah, we had this chat.
I'm looking
he
for Jason.
discovered the
Jason
Lego
over there.
store and was like, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Yo,
world.
I've never been in that Lego store ever in my life, and I've been near that. For those who don't know, like everyone except Justin, I live like right near the mall, the Garden State Plaza, it's called, and it's like one of the biggest malls in I think the country, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
think the country,
pretty well
honestly.
known. I think
It's big.
definitely East Coast.
Yeah, and I live right by there, and like I've never been in that Lego store, man, ever in my life.
I haven't either until 2 weeks ago.
Until
And I'm
right?
sure every time
And now
Justin
he's
goes,
been
he
back
never
every day.
calls you.
I'll get you there,
People know
Jason.
you,
We'll get
though.
you there.
I don't want to spend money there, man. I'm gonna. Oh my god.
I almost got the Infinity Gauntlet yesterday. I was at Target. We were like shopping for like regular. I was like, okay, I have a list. I'm gonna go into Target. I'm only gonna buy what's on that list because Target is a trap. And then I walked in and I like looked at the Infinity Gauntlet and I was like holding the box, like looking at my boyfriend. I was like, do I buy it? And he's like, you should do it. And I was like, are you sure? And then he's like, if you want. And then I was like, no, I can't do it because
See, that's the difference between a man and a woman right there. The second my wife says, go ahead and buy it, I'm at the register and the money is flying out of my hands. You actually said no and then said no again afterward. That would not happen.
She has no problem telling me though, Justin, you totally should get that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm an enabler. Like ask Jason
And Candace
Justin,
and John.
I'm like,
I'm the
like, oh,
opposite
you
of
kind
I'm
of want
telling
that?
Justin
You
to
can buy
stop
it
spending
all.
money.
Actually, yeah, you are.
I'm telling his lady to put a leash on him.
Yeah, you are. Lindsay's like, I like John. He's a good guy.
I'm over here just like spending your money. Yeah.
I like John.
Hi, Abby.
At least somebody does.
Abby. Yeah.
Last night I ended up getting. Oh my gosh, I ended up getting this whole weekend. I just bought so many books. X-Men '96.
Ooh.
So everything was online, right? You bought everything online. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Because I was like awake at weird hours and was like looking at.
That's when it happens. That's when it
claims.
happens.
I was vulnerable. They got me, and
Nothing
then,
good happens after midnight.
Right. And if you're drinking, forget it. I'm just down.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Actually, no, I was in the car. Like we had. What was like perfect timing was we went to a brewery. We got in the car, and then I like opened the app. And like right as I opened the app, this guy showed X-Men '96 on the claim, and I was like, "It is destiny. The universe wants me to have
Well, it's
It's
Moira.
Moira.
Yeah, test Destiny's later.
Stupid joke.
See, that's what you get for having X-Men morons on.
Yeah.
I love it. And then I got the king size Avengers Annual 10.
Ooh.
And then my friend is sending me the New Mutants annual #2, which is awesome. It has like a little chip on the cover, so he was like, "You could just have it," and I was like,
Wait, what is that?
"Sir."
What is that one? Annual?
It's the one where Betsy Braddock becomes Psylocke.
Yeah, because there's like the two personalities of
Yes.
Betsy and
oh yeah, the pink cover. Yeah.
Kwanai.
Oh wait, I'm gonna tell on myself really quickly. Like,
I mean, you've been doing it all along. So.
That's the whole reason why we review movies, anyway. That was the reason.
So in my I was telling them yesterday. So I made the comic goals, and in that comic goals, I put because I've been like really into like Captain Britain and Betsy Braddock. So I was like, oh, her first appearance, that would be really cool to own. I also had never heard of like Captain Britain like ever before this recent run. And so I was like, no one cares about Captain Britain. Why would anyone?
It was always her brother, right? It was always her brother.
Yeah. So, but I was like, I've heard Captain America, there's Spider-Man, there's like the big names. So I put it in like my honorable mentions, and I was like, I'm casually going to totally get this comic. And then like in the beginning, I was like, oh, X-Men 129 is like the most expensive comic like on this list. And then I emailed my local comic shop and was like, hey, here's like a list of comics I'm looking. I included Captain Britain #8. Never at one point actually looking at for the price of this comic, because I was like, I've never heard of like, who's really going to care except
it's
for
Marvel
me?
Team Up, right? It's a Marvel Team Up issue.
Yeah, it's about like $2,000. Like,
it's legit because people are predicting that he's gonna be showing up here soon. There's a lot of people that are specking on him in the MCU.
They're ruining it. My casual comic buy is now
that'd
a
be
casual
cool,
several
though.
grand. So now I'm like just like fingers crossed none of my my local shop isn't like, hey, we have this comic, and then I have to be like, I can't afford it.
Well, they've got Jon Snow now as the Black Knight. If you saw Eternals,
yeah.
And then so I think they're like, that whole British knight thing is definitely possible.
They're definitely going global, with their whole outreach with heroes. That's why they're all specking on the Asian heroes too, because it's only a matter of time for them from like that one book, right? The Agents of Atlas one, and some other couple other ones with those like that area of the world. You know what I mean?
I just saw that wave cover with the Filipino flag on it. That wave cover in a 9/8 is like going for $600 or something like that for the Atlas issue.
You know what's funny? There was in I think it was 2020. There was a task. Yeah, it was 2020 because it was right before the Black Widow movie. They had a 5-issue series for Taskmaster, right? I think you guys remember, John or Justin remember it coming out. I don't think any of us were picking it up, but like it was coming out, right?
Yeah.
For the movie. And there was a first appearance of a South Korean superhero, right? And I was like, and I heard about it, so I actually genuinely went back because I'm Korean, so I was like, let me check this out, right? So I go and pick up the book, just for cover at the shop, right? No one was buying it,
right?
And I picked it up and I'm looking through. I'm like, damn, this guy is so lame. Like, it was so lame. The costume, don't get me wrong, I like our country's flag. It looks like a cool Pepsi symbol, and like it's like a little, it's cool. I like it, and like it has, it's mad unique. And like I'm really proud of the flag, and that's basically his costume. It's a white costume with like that Pepsi looking like ball symbol right here. But like I don't know, it just looks so lame, and like it was just I was like, damn, this is my, and I was like, well, all right, I'm like that's the thing, and like I hope this guy doesn't come into the MCU, and I hope there's a cooler character, because I was like, damn, I'm real disappointed with that one.
Does he follow the horrible? Does he follow that horrible Asian trope of like, oh, he's got to do kung fu? Like he's got to be a martial artist. I don't think so. I don't think it was too like anything in that light, right? Okay, good.
But it was just lame, man.
Yeah,
a little design, a little better, and like maybe a little cooler. I think he could fly or something. But like, I'm sure he was super strong.
Like, who can't fly?
I'm sure
now,
he was super strong, right? And he's like fighting, but like I didn't read it.
Even I can fly now,
Maybe I can, There's some cool Filipino heroes though. I've seen,
Isn't White Tiger, right? No, he's
yeah.
Right?
I don't
he's
think
Puerto
he
Rican. Is he Puerto Rican? He's Puerto
There's
Rican.
definitely cooler ones than
White Tiger's Puerto Rican, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause
I think
was-
Wave was the first Filipino superhero. That was
Wow.
like the official, which is a long time because she's pretty new.
What's up,
Hey, Gina.
Sheena?
She knows.
Morning. Yeah, I was looking into like some of the Hispanic characters. I could definitely see
Y'all got
people
some
are,
good
like,
ones. Y'all got some fire ones.
Yeah, the Puerto Ricans definitely do too. Like, proud of us.
For sure.
I'm excited to see America in the new
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Like, I wasn't expecting her to come like so soon.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I felt like that was really interesting. Did you guys see the leak? I don't know if it. Yeah.
I'm glad you got that one though.
Invite
That was the one. That was the one that came out as a leak, right? The Lego, this box, you
This
know,
one?
this box art. Yeah, that's what came out as a leak like a year ago.
Gargantos. Oh, like a year ago. Okay.
Mhm. And then everyone's like, oh my god.
This is. I didn't even know about it. That was me the other day. Oh my god! You know that was me the other day.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's even better for you. That it was a surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely a cool one to get.
Yeah. Yep. I'm building it. We're doing a Lego build next Sunday, gang. So anybody wants
That
to
one?
join, I think I'm gonna do that one. I have another one, and I
Have you
did get it.
finished the?
I did get
Iron
something
Man
else.
yet? Yeah,
Justin,
did
you see
finish
like
it.
the Lego boxes like
where
stacking
is
up.
it?
He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have all of
He
these.
builds so slowly. Like Haley's like, I'm done. Like, are you gonna finish?
Look, there are Lego
I love
YouTubers.
that I finished that. I was so proud. Like,
Oh, you were great. You crushed it.
You look
I
It's
was
a
only-
cool set
I was
too.
only
I had
halfway
never
done.
seen that set before. That was a really great like literature homage set. Like,
Yeah.
that was a cool.
Yeah, I
set.
love it.
I was so excited. I like found out that they were also like gifting those at one point for free if you bought a certain thing. So I bought it off of Macari like unopened, and I was like, I need this in my. I love A Christmas Carol like so much. So yeah, and like, but I meant to build it during Christmas, and then I didn't. So, but it was meant to be. So we could have done a
Next
Lego
year.
shoot.
Now you have it for next year. Where did you keep it? Like, are you just putting it on your shelf now, or did you take it
Yeah,
apart?
it's-
Or
Where did I put it?
It's up
Oh,
I know, I was just looking for my.
Pull it out.
it's over. I'm gonna show you guys.
I was like, "Where's Iron Man?"
There's Iron Man. There you go.
There he is. He's hiding.
It's like
Behind the kitty pride.
acting as a bookend over there.
Oh, okay, nice,
Ah.
nice.
Nice.
That's a
Yeah.
nice
That
way
makes
to.
sense.
Yeah, it's a nice way to display it.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, where? I was thinking about that. I was like, I'm gonna build this on the stream. Like, where am I gonna put it though? This space is slowly like dwindling.
Yeah.
That's- I don't know where I'm gonna put stuff. I want to get all
Where's
these
your
big
Lego
things.
world gonna go?
I know my whole city. Did you see that really cool Home Alone piece? That was how cool was that, man? That's like
Yeah.
a must have.
I like how you call it
So
a
wait.
piece, and it's probably bigger than like
Yeah,
three
it's
short
massive.
boxes put together.
No, I was gonna say there's a bunch of YouTubers I'm following, and they have like a what they call kind of like we have with books, a backlog of sets that they've never built, sets that they're like, I gotta get around to build. They literally have like just stacks of boxes like piled up. I'm like, man, it's not just comics. And
That should take more time than reading a comic. I'll tell you.
there's
that.
there's
Yeah.
also
Depends on the book, I guess.
there's also a speculation thing too, which is silly, but
What?
I
Wait,
noticed
what?
yeah, there's like people flipping Lego
Oh, yeah.
sets. I was like,
'Cause
I
really?
know.
They stopped.
I know some are rare and stuff and like.
And
Yeah.
when
you
they
know?
stop making them, it's done. So
get
to
retired,
find
yeah.
them, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to get this rare Harry Potter or whatever.
They have
It's like,
Facebook groups.
It's crazy.
I belong to one of them.
See, all right, see, there you go.
I'm
like, send me the link.
Anything,
Send me the link.
But I was curious because there's Facebook groups for everything. So
Yeah.
when I was
true.
getting into comics and Legos, like I got like getting into Legos, I just have like the typewriter, but like and now the Christmas Carol. I was like looking on Facebook. Also, the Facebook groups for comics are just like super weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and that's how I found my way to Instagram.
I stay away
I
from those.
don't even go there anymore.
I deleted Facebook when I was in high school, so I couldn't tell you.
Ahead of the
Not tell you.
game, I feel like everyone's like
Mhm.
now
Yep.
deleting their Facebook.
Yeah,
But
I guess
yeah.
I use it.
You have to have it for work. So
Yeah, work or
Ah.
like family or
See, I created a separate one for work. I have a whole separate because I have to run a bunch of different companies, but I just created like a hidden name kind of thing, just for that because I don't even want to tie that into my personal stuff.
Right.
What's hilarious is one of my clients like locked him, like Facebook locked him out for whatever reason. He cannot get in. We've tried everything. We've like sent his like IDs and like passport images, like all of this information to like get back in. And
has he tried messaging his friends and asking them to help him log in, which is the new like Instagram thing? Where like, hey man, I got locked out. Can you send me your password?
No,
so that
he just emails me. He logs in through.
So ridiculous.
He logs in through mine though, which I find so funny because there's like it's like don't really delete things off of my Facebook, so like they're hidden. But if he really wanted to, I'm like, you could just see like photos of me like at prom and like in 8th grade, just like emo Haley with like the dark hair and the lots of
we're all
eyeliner.
gonna go look for this, right?
Oh, it's private.
I haven't seen it.
Or maybe in the back room.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, it's like every time I get like a little notification on my phone, he's like, "Can I log in?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Now I'm like, "You have access to all of my like random stuff." And then I just I'm in these Facebook groups. I can only imagine what he thinks. But yeah, I think that's so funny. I'm like, okay, well, what happens when I leave? Like, we need to get you into Facebook. But Candace, do you want to still show off some of your? I know you were like going through your stack.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot, but
and we have a lot of people in the chat too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Remy,
let's see. I'm gonna hop to a different stack.
There's another stack. I love it.
Lego Master.
So I'll go back to the ones from the convention.
Masters is a bit of a stretch.
I was wondering if I know some of you here on the stream have recommended it or told me to check it out.
Okay, so I went to a shop in the suburbs, like in Haley. It's in like Niles.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we like going because Carlos, because he likes doing his like Pokemon collecting and stuff, like cards, and then it has comics, so it works out. You can look at cards while I look at comics. But that's where I found this guy, which I shared with you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which was pretty good and pretty affordable. I don't think it was like buy 2 comics in this bin, get 2 free. So it's pretty good. Like,
nice.
Novels or trades. So I got that one. Then unfortunately they didn't have the first one, but they had the Spider-Man.
Nice.
I found the first one on Comixology though, so I'll read it probably there. Mm-hmm. And then these also were in there, so I'm just trying to get my my X-Men collection going.
Yes.
So this guy more Wolverine, and then this Wolverine.
Oh, I love it.
Those are trades or hardcovers?
Is that an Epic collection? The
yeah. First of all, these are hardcovers.
I thought that was an Epic collection.
No, they're just.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The thicker ones.
No,
like the color, they're all color coordinated and stuff, and like.
No. Let's see. Yeah, that was from there. But a pretty good deal.
Hi, Manny.
What else?
Say hi to the chat.
Manny.
You're not late. You are just on time. We're still going. It's early.
I don't think anything was really well. Candace showed 2 things before, and then I cut off.
Yeah, and then we
Facebook.
All the tops are in the suburbs.
Oh, okay. So this one's kind of a funny one, but I don't even know if anybody will know about this. But so I'm a big like Disney fan, especially like with like the theme parks and everything. Even though I unfortunately don't live there, but I just like watching the videos and things like that. So if you've been to Epcot before, you might know that there was this like Michael Jackson like musical.
What?
You're talking about Captain EO. Like, let's not downplay it. This is a masterpiece. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. It's Michael Jackson does Star Wars, and I don't think you need to shame anybody for loving it. If they had posters as a kid and cosplay, like, you don't need to make any shame here, Candace. I don't know who I'm talking about, but I'm just saying.
So, when I was at that other convention, they actually in this bin that it was like it was a little too much, but I was able to get it down to like $1 because of the condition's horrible. They had the kid in the comic form.
Nice.
If I could heart this stream right now, I would.
I love that you own that.
I thought it just for the novelty, even though it's the worst condition of a comic I've ever had in my life. But I got it down for $1 because originally he was doing it $5, and then I was talking to Carlos really loudly. I'm like, yeah, I would get it, but it's like it's a little too much.
I love how all these people. I'm sorry, Candace. Everyone knows what you're talking about. I have no idea.
So legit, I live very near to Disneyland, and when I went as a kid, like in the Tomorrowland where they had all the future stuff, one of the big things was like getting a chance to watch this 3D movie, and this was in the time between like, hey, 3D is brand new, and hey, 3D is cool again. Like in the middle, there was nothing. In the middle, it was like a wasteland, and until James Cameron was like trying to bring 3D back, which was a legit dead technology, like. Nobody could see 3D movies except Captain EO was freaking 3D at Disneyland, like 10 shows a day. And it was this little mini movie with Michael Jackson as the lead character.
Wow.
And,
it's really bizarre.
It was bizarre.
I didn't see it when it first was in Epcot, but when it came back after he passed, I mean, I went with my for a family trip, and we were just like, oh, why not? No, let's go. But yeah, they have it's actually in 3D. It was supposed to come with glasses, but
you had to wear glasses. They had like the full.
But whoever owned this originally, obviously got rid of them.
Well, I'm sure you can find some somewhere.
But it's it was it's probably similar to Star Wars because it was actually
sci-fi.
George Lucas.
Yeah.
Like worked
Lucas.
with them.
Lucas did the special effects.
That is so wild.
If you look for it on YouTube, you'll find like the whole show on there. So that was just kind of a random buy, but I mean, for $1, it's
why not?
A piece of history right
I
there.
thought
Like
it was a fun novelty. What else?
Oh my gosh, Ragin, have fun at Disney. I'm kind of jealous now.
I'm jealous. Yeah, sounds like fun. He's always there. He's like me in Legos. He's always at Disney.
Unofficial geek. Happy Saturday. Yes,
Hey.
I'm almost done with my coffee. I'm a little sad.
Yeah, I need more coffee.
Oh, I just started.
What else? I found I think this was also the convention. No, I'm looking for a lot of the metallic covers. They had one.
No worries,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Okay.
Lenticular.
Not any of that yet, but I thought that was a good one to get.
Jesus, JD.
Spider-Man's always been one of my favorites, so I'm excited.
JD's combined Legos and Disney now because there's a Lego store at Disneyland.
Yeah,
Now you're just showing off, Ragin. Now you're just showing off.
Next, find a comic shop and you're.
Ragin, I need to have you on with like Justin's Lego stream, and I want to.
I'm hanging with him tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you're doing. Yeah, he has a show. Ragin has
Ragin's show tomorrow.
Yeah,
at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific.
Cool.
Yeah. JD's running out of guests, so he's like, who can I get?
I mean, you got to get to the bottom of the barrel at some point. I'm just glad I'm in the barrel.
That's a good way to put
it. So, Super Bowl's tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow hockey.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I haven't even been watching, but I think we're going to it's drink and eat food like after comics with Candace. So
yeah, literally the same plans because we're going to Carlos's family is doing Super Bowl. So.
I used to go see a movie with my mom every Super Bowl Sunday. Like she and I, my brothers loved the football.
That is the most precious
and my
thing
mom and I
ever.
would go and see a movie. We were just like, hey, what do you want to go see? Like I would pick one year, she would pick one year. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was a legit mama's boy moment for me. Jason's like, I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it. But Justin, actually, sports-wise, last night, so my daughter had this extra credit math assignment where they had to watch half a basketball game and record the stats, the shooting percentages, and then break it all down.
Oh, cool.
And I've cut the cable, so I was like, you can't really watch a live game. But YouTube has so many old games, you can go watch anything.
So they can pick any?
Yeah. So we watched the Lakers crush the Nets in Game 3 of 2002.
Oh,
Shaq
nice.
and Kobe destroying Jason Kidd.
Wow.
So,
those names. That's cool.
It was fun.
That's a cool project. That's a cool project. Yeah, I haven't heard. Yeah, you don't hear those names much anymore. Well, I guess coaching wise and whatnot. That's cool.
It's funny to see Shaq just like
crushing
this guy.
That's awesome.
Now he's a DJ or something.
Yeah,
he's killing it now.
He's a police officer in Florida or something.
Wait, what?
He was like a volunteer, like
He does everything.
in Florida at one
He
point.
does
Which,
do
like,
everything.
if I got pulled over by Shaq, it'd be like, okay, like,
You're like, actually, please take me in. Like,
Yeah.
Just pick up the
pro
car.
tip.
You don't need to
Yeah,
like
exactly. It's
physically
like-
cuff. You just pick up the car.
see, I want to see
Walk
that
it there.
movie more than Kazan.
I love that we're getting these tips on Disneyland. Like,
Yeah, I
Amon is
love
like,
it.
I didn't know, so now I know to go to Disneyland on Super Bowl Sunday, and then Rachel agreed. So I love this.
Nice.
I'm gonna come to you guys when I go to
Sadly,
Disneyland.
JD's going to be interviewing me. instead.
Yeah.
He's a rapper. He's done songs with Wu-Tang and Fushika. What? I don't know anything about Shaq. I don't.
Yeah, me neither, really.
But I'm finding this really amusing.
Mhm.
But is he a
Jack of
good
all trades.
rapper? Is he a good rapper?
He's a really good basketball player. But when you're 7'1" and weigh 300 pounds, I think
It's
you're
hard not to
probably
be.
predisposed.
It's hard not to. Yeah, that'd be
Right.
pretty disappointing if you weren't. But Candace, what else? What you got? Some other stuff? I know you got some other stuff.
Yeah, I know. She was like, I have stacks for days. Like,
Yeah.
I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see which ones are actually more interesting. But I found this was kind of a random one because there was a bin that had like $1 comics.
My favorite kind of bins right there.
Oh yeah, so this one was I'm gonna just read it first so you can see. What if J. Jonah Jameson adopted Spider-Man?
Ah,
I'm like, what?
I don't think I've seen that. Let me
No, I
see.
haven't seen that.
I was like,
Damn,
I
is he
picture,
wait,
I
the-
picture a
better
lot
die?
of
I
cover,
abuse.
guess, I guess
though.
he would be dead if he
I was
got.
like, what? I was really just curious, like, what is that even gonna be?
Even the title looks different on
Wait,
that.
how do I?
Yeah, just-
Yeah, you got to
You
drag,
can
click and drag
in
her.
the main screen. Just grab.
There we
yeah.
go. Thanks, guys.
See how? Yeah, the
He's
what
getting,
if?
he's getting a little
That's what
messed
if is
up there,
always
huh?
fun, man.
That's
That
cool.
is-
That's the cover. I'm not
Awesome.
sure what
I like
year
that.
this is from.
Is he getting like
but
choked out? Is that what's happening?
looks
Yep.
that way.
Or an aggressive hug, one or the other. Yeah. Come here, you.
Let's see.
Candace, was this all from one particular store that you were shopping in, or were?
So I
you
have
shopped at a bunch?
3 piles.
Oh,
One,
okay. Damn.
Uh-huh.
well, this is a great opportunity to show things that I've been wanting to share, but I just haven't like posted to Instagram or anything. So yeah, one is a convention that's local that I went to. Another
okay.
one is an order I just received this week, and then another one was the shop that I went last
Nice.
time.
Nice.
I love it. And now you're gonna go shopping with me on Sunday. You're
Yes.
gonna have like you're gonna need like 2 extra short boxes by the time you get
I
home.
know. Okay. I'm just saying, because I kind of forgot what was in these piles. I just remember I had a group.
I also brought a little stack too.
Oh, this was just a cute thing. I collect a lot of like Disney comics and stuff too. Purely, I mean, for this nostalgia. But they actually had one that was a Toy Story one. That was
Oh,
That's
love it.
cool.
That is
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I'd
I-
definitely pick that up too, just to pick it up
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Is it an issue number? Is there 2 on there, or what is that? Is that issue number 2?
Yeah, that
That
was
Oh, cool.
I have
scared
some
me.
of the bound ones, but this one was just one that was again it was
That's
a
cool.
color comic, and of course
Yeah.
it's with the movie. So I'm guessing then it was like came out in the 90s then, which is pretty cool.
That's cool. I keep
That
an eye out
movie
for those.
scared me a ton. I could not.
What? Haley, you're so
I
weird. You're
hate Toy
so
Story
weird.
so much.
You are
I love
what?
Toy
That's
Story.
like my childhood right there. You're just like
Word,
Yeah,
like,
I-
what are
you guys
talking
like
about?
not remember the whole like
strangest.
evil kid and then like the
Yeah.
head
Yeah,
of-
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember.
There
Now,
are
you know
real
what?
kids
That
like
evil
that out
kid-
there.
But yeah,
I
exactly.
believe that there's
You
real
know what?
kids
That
out there.
evil
I don't
kid
want
is
to know.
playing Adam Warlock now, so all right,
Yeah.
give him some damn credit, all right? You know what I'm talking about? You know the joke I'm talking about? He dressed up as that kid on Halloween once. There's a picture of him
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
with the skull shirt. What's his name?
Sid.
Yeah.
Sid. No, he's saying the actor though, right?
Oh.
You're
Yeah,
talking about-
No, I don't know.
Oh,
that-
I'm sorry.
The actor's name because I hate
From-
that movie.
from-
So
But
He's
Sid is
Adam
great
Warlock
though.
now. You know?
I can't believe you, Haley. Just can't believe you.
I know Hallmark movies
You're
and
so
then
weird.
hating Toy Story like really
Yeah.
my taste levels.
You don't like you. You don't like anything that that we like.
I like X-Men.
You never watched Matrix before?
I
God.
haven't watched Matrix before.
Really, that's like you've only missed one movie. Let's just put
Yeah,
it
one
when it comes
great
to the
one.
Matrix.
One great one.
It's not like you've missed like a
Rated
whole
C.
set of movies. You can just watch the one. So that's like a 2-hour problem.
That's the only thing I've watched is the first one.
Well, this was mostly a cover buy again, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. No, that's really cool.
I think
I would
it's
cover
more
by that.
recent than I don't think it's
Very cool.
That
oh,
cover
it's
is beautiful.
97. But yeah, I mean, again,
That's cool. I like
really good ones for $1. So that was pretty good.
Very nice.
I
I want that
have
Toy
a
Story
lot of-
stuff now.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a cool one. I would definitely.
I collect a lot of those types of ones. Like I have, I mean,
I'm Googling it right now.
I do a lot of like,
buy it on eBay right now.
Simpsons.
Ooh, that's dope. That's dope.
I like to read those a
I love
lot.
Nice.
All those Bart
Awesome.
Simpson or Simpsons comics, those are cool.
I like.
Not a huge fan of Simpsons.
I'm not that big either.
I mean,
but
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, I was
I'm
like,
not
am
a fanatic.
I should just remove myself. Like, you guys can continue.
No, I
We're all
mean, it's
gonna
not,
run
it's nothing
daily.
crazy. Like I remember
no,
watching
no.
it as a kid.
Yeah, I'm not like
Right.
a huge fan, but I actually
The
like
comics
reading
that
comics.
was cool.
The comics are pretty good. I think they actually are written by the creator of The Simpsons. So
Let's be honest, watch Matrix 1 and pretend
Yes.
there are no other movies
That's
after
accurate.
that.
There you go, my friend. Spitting
yeah, I like
facts.
a lot of the kids comics.
I love cover buys.
Oh, I cover buy all
Oh,
the
that's
time.
dope. That's
Oh,
dope.
Bugs Bunny.
Is that a
That's
number
awesome.
1 too?
Nice.
That's cool.
But
Yeah.
Justin conveniently doesn't count that as part of his 3 comics he buys each
Conveniently.
week.
Conveniently.
He's like, I can buy covers. That's different, right? It's not
Justin makes
comics.
those reels, but
Fine to
secretly
read.
there's a whole stack of cover.
It is.
Ignore the piles behind me.
I mean, you want me to break down the wall of lies you built yourself around? I can
Yeah.
do it right now. So.
Justin's like, why did I come on this show? It's like,
Jason, I was gonna message you before I tell you I messed up on something, and I was curious if you saw what I messed up on.
No, what are you talking
was it counting to the number 3?
Yeah.
Counting to the number 3.
This was more my recent order, but I wanted to get the Scotty Young.
Yes.
I love collecting his
Nice.
experience.
They're
They're
so
so-
underappreciated. I think
they're
Yeah,
so
that
fun.
Ghost Rider one
They're
coming
so
up with the
good.
tricycle.
the tricycle. is
I
so
gotta
funny.
get that.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Jason's
that.
gonna make me want that stupid Ghost Rider.
It's a
cover
good one, though.
so
It's definitely
badly.
gonna sell
Little
out.
Tricycle, it's so cute.
It's definitely
If you
gonna
haven't-
sell out. It's
if you
so
haven't
nice.
had like, there's a great book that's like all ages. That's Little Avengers versus the Little X-Men, and it's basically Scotty Young did a 4-issue
Yeah.
miniseries.
Yeah.
He drew it, he wrote it. That took place like while they were writing and publishing Marvel's Avengers versus X-Men, which is like this huge world-changing event for Avengers versus X-Men. And they've published it in a hardcover. You can just read it, but it's like hilarious. It's like they have 2 clubhouses, and the Avengers have theirs and the X-Men have theirs, and they go to, like, when they're at school in the playground, they're playing dodgeball, and they're like, the X-Men versus the Avengers.
I
It's
need this
hilarious.
Awesome.
immediately.
Yeah, you need to go get it. And it's some of them like Wolverines on both teams.
Yeah. Sure.
It's hilarious, so good. And my girls, I every time I see a set of it, like at a shop where it's like all 4 issues in a bag or whatever, and I just buy it.
Oh, that's
So good.
amazing. I need to.
I would definitely buy that too. I feel like I would see that at Zap someday, so I'm gonna keep my eye out and
That's so good.
definitely
yeah.
grab it if so.
They got
Well,
everything there.
I
Don't
think
worry,
I'm gonna try
Jeff.
to do the lives regular. I like
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
with
That'd be fun.
community hangouts. I love chatting with you all. So we'll try.
Jeff is
Early
worried that my
mornings.
girls won't get their bagels. Don't worry, I got the bagels ready. Don't worry, I'll get the bagels. I've actually been picking the books I'll put in the background while we're here.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, you got your first Russian bot, Haley.
Oh yeah, you get it.
What?
Sister
Oh my
19.
gosh, guys,
Lasagna.
You made it, Haley. You made it.
you guys are famous.
I picked
So
up
good.
the new Straight On,
Okay.
Nice.
which I've been loving the variants just because they're all homage to like different horror movies and
Yeah,
things.
great horror.
They're so
Yeah.
cute.
Mhm.
And I finally actually saw this movie this year.
Wait. That's for the new series, right? The Straight Outta.
Yeah. I still need to finish the original one, but
Oh, the original's great. I haven't read the new stuff though.
Yeah.
I have
The new stuff, it seems like it's a money grab because it was so popular.
That's
It's just
what I was
random
worried about.
short stories and like
There's
the
only
covers
two,
are
I think.
nice. The covers are nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw
The horror
there was
movie.
a Scotty Young one that was It, which I really wanted, but I didn't know that it came out, and so I already missed it. Now I think it's worth more than what I'm willing to pay right now. But
For sure.
yeah, but that's
Scotty
why I'm
Young.
trying to pick them up while I can.
Oh, he did a Human Torch series, Scotty Young. That's interesting.
I don't know.
Definitely want to look into that.
Cool.
I have ever since Justin sent me Middle West, like I'm like such a huge fan of his writing.
Oh, love Middle West.
Like,
so good.
So good.
Wait, Justin sent a good thing? Dang it. Ruining my whole perception.
I'm one for 50, John. 1 for 50.
I like
Somebody's gonna like something I like.
Wizard of Oz series too that he does. I don't know if you guys ever have read those. But
The which ones?
he
Wizard of
does
Oz.
like a whole like Wizard of Oz series too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's cute. Anyone's really can jump in if they want. I'm just looking through.
Do you guys have any stats?
I just have one.
Okay, let me.
But John,
Go ahead.
I mean, it'll go fast, and any Three's Companies fans probably know.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I snagged this lady.
That's awesome.
Nice.
To go with the twins. So I've got
Killer.
now. Admittedly, these are like super low grade.
Okay.
The raw copies, but I wanted one that was all complete. For those who don't know, that this has a pinup inside. So like kids in 1966 would buy the comic and then pop out the centerfold in the middle, which was a poster of Batman and Robin, and then they'd put it on their wall. So a lot of the comics don't have the centerfold pages of the issue because kids didn't think to collect it, right? So it's fun to find one that's not getting a purple label to imply that it's missing something.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
JD just claimed it. Sorry, John.
Sorry.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
I've got a raw one with the centerfold and then a raw one without
Nice.
it.
Oh wow, you have
so-
that's so cool that you have like a raw one with the centerfold, so you can like.
I wanted to see the centerfold. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to look at it. But they're so beat up. I'm worried that every time I open it, it's gonna
rip out
just
again.
lose that cover. It's just gonna fall off.
It's like
thanks,
gingerly
Zero.
like like peeking at it, like it's there, great.
So I've been looking for
Far
that one for a
away.
while. I like the Silver Age appearances of the Bat characters. So for those that don't know, a lot of Bat characters were like popular in the Golden Age for like 1 or 2 issues, and then they just stopped telling stories with those characters. And then later in the Silver Age, they started like telling those characters stories again. And so like Catwoman was gone from comics for like I want to say like 15, 20 years because they were like,
That's crazy.
her costume is too racy and the whip, and they're like, the Comics Code Authority was like, no to this character. And then they finally were allowed to bring her back in the Silver Age. And same with like Two-Face and a lot of them. So I like finding those fun Silver Age.
That's so
appearances.
cool. I don't
Yeah.
know much about DC, so that's really, and those covers are awesome.
Yeah, I mean
I
the
love
Silver
that.
Age ones with the little border. Where's the oh my god!
Hey,
I was pulling them all out. So like here's the Silver Age Scarecrow one.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and then this is the Catwoman one. Let's see,
I have not yet, Gore.
fighting Lois
That's a nice
Lane.
Oh,
I really like
nice.
that one.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that they're
That's a
fighting
really nice
each
cover.
other. And
For
it's
Silver Age?
with white
This is her first
too?
Silver Age appearance. Yeah, and again,
Cool.
it was something like 15 years or more between like when we saw her before this.
That's cool.
And they had to give her a whole new costume. They couldn't have the whip anymore. They were like, this is just a little too racy. That was the Comics Code.
Don't
in
know if we could do any whips.
1966. I mean, I think she came back and they were like the whole stewardess from America, right? With amnesia. Yeah, they gave her an amnesia storyline. Yeah. Look
Oh.
at you. Nicely done.
Coming in with the
Nice.
facts. I love it.
So any of those like fun Silver Age with the they have like a little checker border across the top. It's a lot of fun. Those are like great books. And there's like the Penguin has one of those, and yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for the new Batman. Like, even though I don't follow any of that stuff, because there's going to be so many new villains that are in it. Like the Penguin is going to be in it, which is I'm so excited. I know Justin already bought his tickets.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
So I think he's already in the VIP line, right?
Yeah. Hey, Lister.
Do you, any of you guys have, Justin, Jason, any books you want to?
I have
I
one item.
but-
Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead. You have one. I have more.
Candace was like, I actually brought the stat. Oh my
Nah,
God.
but nah. Kick this guy out. Kick this guy out.
No, it's legit. It's legit. I just want to show because this is really funny. This is the one thing that I bought yesterday from the Lego store, and it is not really what you would
to show it off.
assume. Yes, absolutely. John, I assume you have like a million of these. Candace, you probably have a bunch as well. I don't know, Haley, if you do or not, but they definitely take up a lot of room. But I just had to get a board to build on, like one of these.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call these things, a classic green base plate.
There you go.
When I make this thing, I have to have them be on something. It can't just be on a desk or something. That's
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes sense.
My
So,
girls are very
it's gonna be green
upset with
for
me
the
because
graph.
I took most of the green base plates to make.
Oh,
my
there you go.
slab stands. So they're kind of hosed on the green base plates right now.
Oh
that's,
man,
that's just life of living with a YouTuber.
that's
I love
great.
that
That's
they're
great.
on like those. That
Is
you've
every
created
no, I
those.
was about to say, is every single one a Lego one? But no.
Yeah, I think all of them, but two.
Isn't that
I got-
one? Oh, okay. Yeah,
This
I see
one's
the
a
one.
Galactus one that's like a wood panel. It's like I
That's
found
cool.
a friend online that like was making them out of wood, and he was like painting whatever you wanted on it. So he put a little Silver Surfer, and it said the coming of Galactus. I know, right? So cool.
He's very excited about that.
And then I have one that somebody 3D printed a plastic one with my channel logo on it. So I was like, that's pretty freaking awesome too. But he put a little Lego piece on the top so that I can actually click characters onto it.
That's cool.
Oh, I love that.
Who was that, John, that did that for
You
you?
did a good job.
What's
his
his
name is
Austin.
Malverde Designs is his
Oh, okay. It's like his.
so it's like the idea is like
That
it's
is
got a
cool.
little base plate where I can put figures on, but it's just a
Yeah.
slab stand
I
and
love
it's got
that.
my logo. And then there's a
Very cool.
piece that goes behind it to give the stand like the slab a little like pressure to keep it like flat so that it won't like wobble
Nice.
or anything. But he just
That's
3D
such an awesome-
3D prints the basic design,
That's so cool.
and then like so he 3D printed this for me to go for the front, and then I just said like if you leave me a space that's this size, I can click in like any Lego guys I want in there. So
Oh, I love it.
That's a good
really
idea.
fun. Yeah.
You should have
I might actually
started
get
your
another
own slab stand company. Kept the idea to yourself.
Yeah.
Research and
Outsourced
development.
it,
Get
and yeah.
materials together.
I'll get Justin to run the company
There you go. I'm down.
He'll be like gladly
as long as
taking
he
it.
doesn't eat into the profits by buying all the Legos.
I'll be the
Taking
COO, the COO of the Lego.
Just throw me a couple bucks or something here and there when I need a meal, and I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, show us what you got.
Yep. Okay. So, all right, yeah, I'll start with these two. I'll go quick because I have a bunch. But
I thought you only had one.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
One pile.
These two issues of the Mighty Thor.
Disassembled.
This is
Nice.
issues 80, 84, and 85. And for those who haven't read this story, they should. It's only 5 issues, but it's funny. I came across this when like years ago when I was watching like Comics Explained like videos, and he covered this video where it was like the most powerful Thor, or like just a really OP version. And in this story, and his first appearance is in this one, 84, where it's called Rune King Thor, where he uses rune magic, and like he has like the Odin force, and it's just really crazy. And like there's these other gods you see, and like it's just a really really dope story.
That's awesome.
So yeah, like I got these two for a couple bucks each. I was very happy.
I always wondered where the Rune King came from, because I have a friend who is on Instagram. His name is Rune King, and he's a big Thor fan. I didn't know like
literally.
what
It's
the
only
reference was.
5 issues, and it's so digestible. So that's why I like really recommend it too. And it's a really cool read. And like Asgard's gone to I think Ragnarok's happening or something, and like it's just a really good story. I
Nice.
definitely recommend it.
I like the disassembled stories. I have a few of those.
And I immediately thought of John when I saw this book, because that's the only other.
Is it
That's the only place
Captain
I've seen it. That's the only place I've seen it.
Which John? John Romita? Oh,
No, John, right here.
That's a great cover.
This one here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, the Alex Ross cover. It's a
It's the wraparound, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the villains are on the back, I think.
Oh,
right?
that's
Is it the villains on the back?
I thought it was
I don't-
Magneto and some of the other guys on the back.
Oh, there's some Sentinels and stuff. And,
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, that's
It's
so
so
cool.
That is sick. Yep.
Boom.
Alex Ross, baby.
Man, you got the hand going,
Immediately
reaching. That's cool.
So
That's
is that issue 600, right?
500.
You're
500.
making.
But had to pick that up, because of you,
So
John,
good.
as well.
Well,
you know,
I'm
and
not a
also-
pusher like some, but
you're a good pusher.
We all know want
You're
that.
a good pressure.
he's a good drug dealer.
I'm in the dark alleyway.
Yeah, he got the better Krakoan drugs. You just got United States drugs, so like I don't know.
I got that US.
You know what I mean? Krakoan drugs actually, help you cure cancer, all these diseases. Anyway, so I was really excited to find this. It's not a crazy book at all, not expensive, but a couple people know on this panel, I'm trying to collect all the Omega level mutants. Just because they're
Nice.
cool and they're like powerful
They're
and so that's
awesome,
cool,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So we got X Factor 92. Which is the
Nice.
first appearance of Exodus. And if
Those
you guys
90s
are,
covers.
a lot of these like 90s, like this era has so many great first appearances. Like I'll
Right.
show the next one from like Generation X and like just during that time, and it was just
I think
really
collecting
cool.
that first Iceman is going to be tricky.
Yeah, I mean the thing is I'm using
That first storm.
I'm using facsimiles as my because I can't afford it. You know what
No,
I mean?
who
And like
can?
I'm not gonna.
Right.
What am I gonna do?
Who's
You know what I
who's playing those raffles? Like nobody.
Right.
mean? Yeah, and I'm not a raffle person, so like I don't know.
Yeah, who is?
That's just me.
If you
Except
see
for
Justin into
Justin,
the raffle,
It's only
go
good if you win.
enter.
Yeah, only
Don't
good if
play.
you win.
I highly recommend winning.
But yeah, he's a mutant who's on the Quiet Council, and like he's pretty cool, and like he's like a storyteller and like he's a telepath, I think. He's cool.
Yep.
And then another copy, I had to grab it, and I was actually gonna give this one to Justin because I have so many, but then he ended up getting a copy over the weekend or whatever. The first appearance of Sync, X-Men 36.
You could just send it
man.
over to me. Like
There you
Yeah, no, honestly, I'll send you one. 'Cause I have a bunch, and like I've definitely.
I have 0, so like if you want to get
No, I will definitely send you one because these aren't. I have a bunch. But,
It's a common 90s
Very
book, so you
affordable.
should be able
Yeah,
to
it's
get
very
it for
common.
it's hard to just find a 9.8. That's the 9.8s can be expensive, but like,
honestly, all my copies are like pretty minty, so I'm very pleased. Honestly,
Yeah,
you should try sending in. If you get a couple 9.8s, they're generally worth it.
but
Yeah, this is
I love how he's right on the cover, and a lot of the
Yeah.
some of these books, a lot of them are on the cover, like some of the first appearances, which I do like, and it's a Kubert cover, so I think it's Adam Kubert, so that's
That's
really
awesome.
Mhm.
Now we got this 2 issues, Punisher War Journal, very
Nice.
crispy copies, really cool story, really dark story. This is technically the first meeting of Wolverine and Punisher, right?
Yep.
Trent Castle.
And that's all Jim Lee.
And all Jim Lee. And the
Love
fact
the
that this
Jim
was
Lee
a
art
newsstand
is so
was
good.
nice.
Even on the interior art he does, and
It's
that,
amazing.
I was obsessed with Punisher War Journal as a kid. Like
Oh,
I was
look
collecting
at-
that series. So
I had-
good.
I
had
had
someone-
9.8.
Yeah, I had somebody A-OK this to me.
What?
This was part of this.
Oh damn!
This was part of this massive. There's a guy that lives like down the street from me. He literally gave me like $700 worth of stuff, including
Jeez.
X-Men.
Oh, that was a part of that.
This was part of that, including
Oh,
X-Men 16, the
nice.
first Sentinels, and all that other stuff. But yeah,
you
so
had
this-
like
this
it
was
was
part of
big
it.
stuff. Damn,
That's
nice stuff,
amazing.
yeah,
I
this
love
is-
this cover,
Great
bro.
art
Love
is
this cover.
so
it is cool.
But mine's a newsstand, so go.
Nice, nice.
everybody's flexing.
And this one was actually for I thought of Haley because she's trying to collect the 10-speed racer ads, and
Oh
she
yeah.
likes Kitty Pride, but like she already had this, so I
True.
guess
And
I'll
it's
just
signed by Chris
myself,
Claremont,
you know.
so
So good. Though.
Nice.
it's a really cool cover.
It is cool.
and
now
the
it
fact
gets
that
to
she's,
live
like,
in your PC though. So like, are you even mad?
she's eating popcorn and stuff. So like,
Oh, I've never read that one, John. We closed with that one. I think.
I was gonna say it's a ridiculous issue. It's hilarious.
You could tell by the cover, that
Yeah, it's.
I
bizarre.
love
What's
that
going on
cover
here?
so much. Like
Yeah.
that was one of the first Kitty Pride that I picked up, and it was like I needed that. Justin, unofficial Geek asked if the person A-OK it as a slab too. The 9.8.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
I just talked to him recently. He was just in a chat of mine. I haven't talked to him in a while. And I told him, I'm like, I still have every single book you ever gave me. It's literally.
Oh
like
yeah. That was I remember you
So cool.
saying that shit.
That's amazing. People
But,
are so nice. Wow.
People
He's
are
a big
nice.
Omni guy now.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's why he was like, I don't need this stuff anymore.
Yeah, he legit was like, he's like, I need more room from. He has a whole wall.
Wow.
Having a library is cool, but so I had to grab these. First one,
yes, I love that you got
Domino getting toppled by dominoes. Like, if this isn't
that's
like one of the most
awesome. I love
fire
that
covers
I want a
I've seen.
poster. I want a poster.
And, Dustin Weaver is just amazing as an artist.
And that X-Force run was great. Like
it was so good. I really loved it.
It was gory. It was like bloody, but it was like such a great.
I haven't read that.
And it ties in to X. This whole his Percy's Wolverine run, X-Force run, all is one story leading to X Deaths and X Lives. So if you've read it, it just adds a bit more immersion and a bit more Easter eggs, I guess, for you to understand and know where the story's kind of going. So I really do appreciate that. But that was this one, and then I got number 9 because in this one, the very first, I want to show these panels.
I love that cover. They just like look like
the cover's cool, but I didn't buy the
cover.
I bought it because I was talking to Haley, and I was like, it would be cool to own this original art, but I'll never be able to afford it. It's the Wolvie. It's Dakin and Wolverine playing Russian Roulette edition. Where
I love that.
If you lose, you pop your claws into your brain.
Yeah. So
I guess the stuff you play when you can be resurrected and you have healing factors.
And then Gabby's just like the judge or whatever. She's just yelling, like whatever's going on.
Yeah.
And then there's this full
that is dope
splash page of everyone on Krakoa and the Green Lagoon drinking.
I love that.
Amazing. And like
this
is the best
Dazzler on the stage.
I could get to like original art of this. Like I just bought the issue,
So good.
I want to buy a second one and frame that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
I'm gonna take those pages out, and I don't care if it's a small size. Like, I want to frame.
You might check with the artist. He might make like prints because some artists, when they go to Artist Alley and cons, they'll have like prints of certain panels and pages. Like I loved, was it Tom King's artist du jour? There's always next to him. Had like
Mitch. You talking about?
Mitch Jared's had the dark side with the like. Getting the carrots and the vegetable dip, like from Mr. Miracle. If you've read it, like it's hilarious watching Darkseid like eat from a vegetable platter, like eating carrots from the veggie platter. Like he made an entire like poster of it. You could get it to hang it on your wall.
Oh, that's awesome!
So I want to hang that. I want to hang that somewhere.
Jason, who was the artist of that on the inside? That
Joshua Cassara, the artist of X-Force and X Lives. Of Wolverine.
So he might have prints of it, and if he's not going to cons, he might be like, no, you can buy it from my whatever store. You never know.
That's true. So I have these last 3, technically last 2. These were the wall books I went to go pick up, and then I bought all this stuff. So most of you know what it is. Sandman number 1.
Look at you.
That
I just
baby.
Had to get this. It was graded at like an 8.5, so like cool.
I definitely one of those.
Beautiful.
That's a good one.
Yeah, can't wait for the show too.
Hope it lives up, man. I hope it lives up.
They have good actors at least, right? It looks like they got good actors. So
it's very promising.
The trailer looked good. And finally, the Piece de Resistance. I'm just gonna add the second one just because like they're not in a box.
Wait, there's 2?
Novel 4. Remember, I bought one off eBay right before, and then you were remember Haley? Because I bought this copy online, and then Haley was like, imagine like you go to Zap or somewhere and they have it like, soon. And they literally did. So I was like, wow, like
I like Haley's voice.
I have really good like I manifested it for you. So now
literally like it's crazy because I was hunting for this for so long and I couldn't find it. So I pulled the trigger, but
definitely worth the purchase. Yeah.
Very happy for
I have not purchased one of those yet because I'm always worried I'm going to buy one and it's going to be like, this is the 3rd print, but we don't tell you because it's on the inside cover.
It's pretty easy though. It doesn't say. I don't think it says first print. The easiest way is just right here. The first print will just look like this. We'll just have the
price and the
$4.95. That's it. And Marvel graphic number 4, and that's it. That's the only thing that'll have. So that's an easy type.
I do need to snag one of those.
But yeah, I know what you mean with the different printings and stuff. But yeah, that was it.
Awesome.
Okay, so I need to manifest that energy for me.
I
need to go to the store I find one. I thought I almost had one yesterday. I was like looking at their wall, and I was like, it said like New Mutants. It was black, and it had like the, and I was like, and then I asked them to pull it down. It was hidden behind other things, and it was regular. I was like, well, this is not what I want. You can put it away.
Unofficial Geek liked your Sandman one too. She gasped.
Yeah. Tyler
Eric,
said to
I gasped as well.
invest in original art. Man, original art is so expensive, though. I do not have that.
It's hard, yeah.
I'd rather just buy the book and just frame it up. Right?
Yeah, that works.
Hey, Zors.
Eric,
my friend.
I know.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
wait. There was one thing I
Manifesting
did grab
is
there.
real.
Hold up. While you still
Manifesting
have
is
me
real.
big, I forgot to show this. I bought the full run of Weapon X for $30. They had it at.
Oh, for $30.
Wow.
Dude,
That's
some
so
of
many
some of those have been
bucks.
spiking like crazy too.
Yeah, like all these.
Very
I'm not gonna
nice.
show every, but
Wait, was that Zap too, Jason?
Yeah, $30 at the
Yeah.
sets.
Guys,
No,
I
leave
can't
me
wait to
something,
go
man.
to
Leave me
Zap.
something, man.
I just I need to
Barry
go to
Windsor
Zap and
Smith,
spend
baby.
all of my money. Like,
Yeah, I hope you're saving up, Haley. Hope you're saving up.
no,
Yeah,
100%.
and I hope they have a
April.
really cool, like a really good stock, like when you come in, like like they just like put some stuff in or whatever,
Watch
Yeah.
me go, and then I'm like,
No, it's gonna
did
be
it
good.
manifest the energy?
So like
enough
we're
for
actually
myself?
closing today.
Yeah, we're actually closing forever. I need to leave.
Haley, I gotta go because I'm gonna set up my stream with the girls
Yeah, he
here.
has a show as
Have
well.
fun.
Have
So
fun,
thanks for
John.
hanging, everybody.
See you, John.
Thanks.
Bye.
But yeah, that was. Now I'm done.
Nice.
Now I'm
Nice.
done.
But where are the Legos? I didn't see any of the. No.
No logos. No
You're like, oh
logos.
yeah, I got this.
I feel like I'm going up after Jason, and like, no, my stuff isn't as cool as that.
What?
I'm gonna show you
What
guys.
are talking about?
You
got that vengeance. I don't know if you're gonna show it off. So
Oh yeah, I should. It's like, let me go grab that.
Man,
really
you got
quickly.
some original
I do.
sketch in there and shit. Like, come on.
All right, thank you for reminding me
playing.
about all the things I buy.
Meanwhile, I'll just hold some really cool things up in the meantime.
There we go.
Seriously, that's a really cool one though. Oh, you got Thor. You got
Yeah, right. Look at the detail in his hair, man.
That's pretty cool.
Holding up both.
The
They're a lot
eyes
more
on
detailed
Thor.
than what I remember. These Legos.
Right? Look
I
how
love
big
the Falcon. Well, because those aren't
Like
like,
the jetpack.
are those actual like Legos, like from Lego, or they're the specialty ones, right?
I don't know.
Or
They
am I
fit.
making that up?
They
I mean,
fit
they
like
fit.
the
This is
regular.
an official one.
Yeah, these are. I don't think these are like official. I think these are like.
Oh, they're not. So they're like
They're
Etsy
not.
made Johns or something.
Well,
Like,
because
Yeah.
some they don't make, like they don't really make Storm. There is no real Storm. Like this
Yeah.
is
You guys
what
saw that?
someone had. Yeah. So they
You
made
said that
Storm.
earlier, Jason. You're not paying attention.
They-
I
yeah,
wasn't
come
paying
on, man.
attention.
Come on, okay?
'Cause I was like, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
I had to get some X-Men. You know, they had like Mystique. Like Mystique doesn't exist either on the Lego website or whatever.
They
I
need
didn't think
to do
about it. I
better.
haven't heard any X-Men Legos or anything. Probably because
Yeah.
of licensing issues.
Yeah, they just did a Wolverine thing, and they are gonna do something else soon, but nothing big, not as big as like Bat. You know, they do a lot of Batman, and Spider-Man. Like those are like the top, and Harry Potter, like that all that stuff.
Yeah, Harry Potter's a big one, right?
They are starting to get licenses though to other things, so hopefully we see more. They just did a Toy Story. I was about to get that little Buzz, Haley, that I was talking about, the little heads, the brick heads or whatever they're called. I almost got one of those. But,
Oh, the big ones that are kind of chunky. Are that what you're talking about?
yeah,
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt this really quickly.
Yeah,
How,
no.
how do you see people in the green room?
it's just below you. It will just show like you see all of
Okay.
us. You see all our pictures behind or on the bottom of the screen.
I
Like,
know
that's the
Sheena.
green.
Sheena was here.
Oh.
I'm so
Oh.
sad. I just messaged her to see if she wants to try again, but I didn't even realize.
Oh, yeah, Sheena got like a big saga haul yesterday.
Yes,
I
I
saw that.
Yep. She was showing some
Um,
stuff live.
She was. Let's see. There's some new people. Unofficial Geek. Next week, maybe I'll run to some. I mean, if I'm always here for some comic meetups. So if you go to any Chicago shops, let me know.
Yep.
Free. I'll
Eric said boot Legos.
I thought you said booty Legos. I was
Boot
like, what?
All
I
right.
was like, what?
So let's see. So this is like probably the most like exciting. So Vengeance. I didn't know that they had come out with a collected edition. I was just down the Google rabbit hole, and then I found out that they made
That's a
made
dangerous
this.
rabbit.
It really is. In 2012. So it's out of
research.
print.
That's nice.
And it was like an actual bookstore that was selling it, like not a comic shop. So it wasn't. It was priced really well, and I was like, what? They said it was in really good condition. It looks brand new. Like everything about it is.
Haley, what's
like,
under the
like
dust jacket? What's the cover under the dust jacket? I never. When you showed me, I never asked you that. Which I
don't know.
That's the best part usually.
It just has been. It's not. I feel like DC does a better job.
It was Delato, some Delato artwork because he did all the covers. You know what I mean?
That would be awesome. I feel like
lazy.
DC has like better wraparound
Gotta get that
covers
Harleen,
for
man.
some
Yeah.
of the.
You seen that Thor one? I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but that Thor one, you know, I have with the God of Thunder. It's like a wraparound. It's the wraparound.
You should just go grab it.
So I don't think I saw
the beautiful. Go grab it.
Is that volume 1,
Just
Jason?
Hold on.
I'm gonna grab this too.
Why you guys? I'll show the chat and Candace because they've already seen this. But so they put it on and they put it up and they said that it had an original sketch and I was like, what? So not only. Oh my gosh! Justin, are you okay?
He's running into his city of Legos. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
That is wow, so amazing. America Chavez right here.
My bad.
I love this because like to me, I collect like signed books, like actual like novels, and I love getting signatures on the comics.
Yeah.
Like because I love the idea that it's like essentially passed through the hands of, you know, the creator, the artist. And so for me, like, yeah, the first issue of this where it's her first appearance would be cool, but like I would honestly rather have this just because it's like he drew her in it and then it passed through his hands. Yeah, okay, you know, you could just like
no,
it's just
right here.
Wait, is that Jason has the single? Is that the single?
Oh yeah, he does. Jason Loki has everything. He's
I don't. Honestly, Justin has more nice. What is what I was talking about. The wraparound cover, like on the hard cover, you know.
On the hard cover, they put that for that. That's amazing.
That looks so. All of a sudden, you make me want to go.
Okay, that's what I'm going to wait for the omnibus. But a lot of people didn't realize that issue 1 and 2 were, if you like, no one was holding up 1 and 2 for a while. But that's cool that they took the artwork.
This is issue 2, the cover art, and then you know.
Yep. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You got Papa Odin in the
Love
middle.
it.
Or no, it's not Odin. That's Thor. What am I saying?
Did Candace and Haley? Did you guys read Thor?
No.
No. I've never.
Highly recommend. You don't even need to know anything about Thor.
Don't read nothing. Like, honestly, don't read nothing else. Just read this.
Just read that.
It is one of my favorite series.
You should read other things. But,
which one is that again?
Jason Aaron, 2012.
God of Thunder. It's the what's it called?
Is that Ryback art?
Yeah, Ribic. Yeah. Or is it? I don't know how it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Have fun,
read at least up to issue 11, 1 through 11.
No, read the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying because they probably got a lot on their list. I'm saying if you want to bump it up,
I have a lot on my list because of you two. Like,
true.
Truly could just blame like my reading list on you guys.
I mean, a lot of my stuff comes from him.
They could explore Jane Foster Thor and eventually and like it's a good read. It's a good read.
Okay, so that was like the highlight. Vengeance is like the coolest thing. I went to Half Price Bookstore and like they just have like dollar comics.
I'm going there too. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I got
those around here, right, Jay?
What'd you say?
When you guys come to
books,
Chicago,
we don't have that shit around here.
No,
we'll take you. So Rogue and Gambit, they had a few of the single.
We have Target. That's all we got. Target.
Target. All right, that's where you get your Legos. Don't mix it up.
Oh, I haven't gone there yet for Legos. That's a good call, Haley. Good call.
My god.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Gore, I trust your opinion, and then they're saying it's good. It's definitely something I'm going to have to read. And Unofficial Geek, it looks like everyone is in agreement that is a Universe Access's all-time favorite read.
The art is just
nice,
crazy.
So yeah, more Rogue Gambit.
Ooh, cool cover.
I like that one.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, okay, it's like $1. Like,
is that an homage to something? That looks like it's an homage to like
it, right?
Avengers book or
it
something.
Looks possibly
like a Silver Age. Yeah, like a Silver Age. I don't know.
I have no idea. I honestly bought these. I haven't even like properly bagged and boarded them in like my bags because
they still in the crusty one.
Yes. Then Miss Marvel from the Wilson run. I've been rereading it and it's so good. So I kind of want to pick up some single issues. I want to get the one with Wolverine and Miss Marvel on the cover because that issue is just So good.
I
And
like the
then,
cover for the Omni you have. Like
it's
the
so
cover,
awesome. I have it.
the design on it. Is it like indented in, kind of?
No, it's
Like
like
that stuff? Kind of looked like it at first.
Wow,
Still, that's fire.
that's beautiful.
That is cool.
yeah,
Just
they
using
did a good
panels and
job.
stuff. That's just so cool.
I really like it. And I'm always taking off like the actual dust jacket because I'm scared I'm gonna rip it. Jeff said going to half price books in the countryside today. Good minds think alike. Have fun.
Nice,
And
Jeff.
then it is the Ring of Fire, Rogue, and Gambit. I only have issues 3 and 5 because I took whatever they had. So I need to like track down the other ones. And then I've been in a Dazzler mood. I've bought way too many, but this looked like such a sick cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. You should talk to Ryan from Magic Lasso. He's a big Dazzler fan.
Really?
On
I just
Instagram. Yeah.
made a huge online order.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, did you pull the trigger?
I pulled the
Remember?
trigger. Yeah,
Nice.
all of those
Nice.
comics will be coming my way. And then I got these in the mail from which I posted on my Instagram from
Nice.
Things from Another Planet. Is that what it's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The shop.
T4. That's what it is, right? T4.
Okay, so I pre-ordered this one, but then I also pre-ordered a 9/8 by CBCS because it was like $50. Like it, and I love her artwork, so I just figured I could keep it
Who's
up as
that?
art.
Is that Rian or
Gonzalez, yeah.
Yeah.
is that? Hold
Yeah.
on. There was a cover on FOC.
Have a good
Later, Eric.
day.
It kind of looks like that, and like I feel like you would like this. I wanted to show you this. Haley, hold on, I'll pull it up real quick.
They recalled Dazzler #1. Ooh, why? I'm honestly just learning about her kind of now. I
Which
want
one?
to read books by her, and then I love
see
that
it?
one.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Mystique and stuff. Yeah,
I cannot wait for the Mystique
I was taking a look.
one.
At it.
Stacey. So what are Candace's and I'll drop them in the chat.
I was just going to say, Haley, you need some wrenches,
What?
like moderators.
Like
for
physical
your-
wrenches, you need to go pick
No,
up.
no.
Me, I'm like,
No,
what
you
are
need-
you?
No, you need wrenches for your chat.
So like
So a wrench is a moderator. So it's
You should
somebody
have just
who,
said
like-
moderator, man.
Sorry,
she knows
sorry.
what a moderator is.
You know, you ever see people with the blue wrenches in chats? You know what I'm
no.
talking about? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So they're like a way to like one to clean up your chat, like if you have like bots or anything like that while you're
Right.
doing
Well, I've
If you're
never
doing,
had
like,
to.
Put this guy in here.
if
Then
you're
you
doing
know,
a show, if you're
clean
doing
it
a
up,
show,
right.
then other people can handle. Or if you just get some scumbag who's like cursing or saying something negative, then they can remove them. And then the other thing is somebody can like drop links. So like if I'm on and I'm doing a show or whatever, like I've had John or Sheena, there are wrenches in my chat where they'll like drop links constantly throughout the show to like highlight other people and things like that. I was just gonna go drop a link on theirs, but I can't do it from my end.
Oh, so I have to like give you access?
You have to give certain people access. Yeah,
Oh my
we can go
gosh.
over. We'll go over it later. We'll go over it.
Thanks. Yeah. So obviously
It is good to have. It's good
You
to have.
missed just in the beginning where I didn't do the countdown either. I just was like, all right, here we
Oh,
go.
that
We're
was
live.
funny.
That's okay. That's all right. I used to never do the countdown.
Austin said I'm a big fan of minimal monocolor covers. Ooh, like give me an example of what kind
Like
of
Cho?
cover. Ooh.
Like what's his first name?
Is
Cho.
that Frank Cho?
Is it Frank Cho? Yeah, the one. Remember when he did he did all the different characters, Hulk, Spider-Man, like recently, like last year, and they're like two or three tone color.
Oh
covers.
yeah. I know what you're
Oh,
talking
Miss
about.
So.
They're cool. Hey, Miss
Dazzler's
Doe.
accent was a big fan of hers back in the 80s.
Nice.
Morning.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of am trying to buy some books, read it, and then kind of do a deep dive on her. Like I would prefer to read and get invested that way versus like Googling about her and then getting invested. So yeah. Okay, wait, I have to just talk about this. Have any of you guys read Animal Castle?
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know how
Oh, yeah.
like you told me to read it and like I've heard it's good from other people.
Yeah.
There was an Ablaze book. You know the new Marco Cicchetto creator-owned book, Life Zero. It's like a zombie book that came out.
Mhm.
So
I
I forgot I ordered it. It was like an homage to Uncanny 133. Is it the Wolverine cover?
Oh yeah, nice.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And in the back, the last 10 pages was a preview for Animal
Oh,
Castle.
nice.
And
I like
obviously,
when they do that.
you told me to read it, and like other
Yeah.
people did too. So I read it in the back. Right? It was amazing. I wanna continue the rest because
It is
not what I
truly,
for sure.
truly
It's not
so
what I
good.
expected.
I don't know anything
It's really good.
about it.
I've heard
Okay.
people comparing it to Stray Dogs. That was like the
really?
consensus that just
Okay.
from people talking about it. They're like, if you like Stray Dogs, you should check this out.
The
Like,
artwork
art-
is dope. The
The
artwork,
artwork
is, dope.
is so amazing. Let me see if I can find a bigger panel that can
It's a
just
little
like
dark. Well,
It is incredibly dark.
It's pretty dark. Really cool though. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
It's absolutely beautiful. Like I was.
How's issue 2? Does it just keep the
So
pace?
good.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just good?
No, it's amazing. I read
I'll
1 and
definitely
2
read it.
right after another, and essentially, it starts off almost fairy tale-esque, which I kind of really love. And there is this castle that has been abandoned by humans, and so animals come in, and there is an ox who's kind of like the king, but he's a dictator, and he has these dogs who are his like henchmen essentially, and it is a little bit it's talking a lot about like totalitarian. I'm gonna butcher that word. Totalitarian.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, that and like the differences between like classes, and there's almost kind of like slave work and like capital punishment. It's so dark, and like initially like within the first few pages you're like, did that just happen?
Oh, wow.
And even by and it's about kind of like revolution and people trying to stand up for themselves, or these animals trying to stand up for themselves. They're experiencing famine, they're a kind of corruption in the leadership, and so it's taking these like really dark and really complex topics and putting them in the world of animals. And the art is absolutely phenomenal. The writing is amazing, and
the lettering is
so
cool.
good. The lettering is cool.
Different.
Who's the creative team? Who do you have there?
They're French, so it's Xavier Doranson and Felix Delep. So
it looks like a French book.
So it's been translated. I actually wanted to look into that because I love translated literature in general, and it doesn't talk about like if it's translated or like by an actual translator, or if it's the writer who has also been able to write it in English. So I'm really interested in that because I don't think I've seen any mention of a translator, and it doesn't mention that it's, at least I don't think it's.
Gore says that there's a larger European size print.
I bet,
I would love that.
That's interesting. This does not sound anything like Straight-O, so I don't know where people said it was like Straight-O.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Unless it's just animals, unless they're just
like
comparing
it's
animals.
Nothing like this book is about people. Just
so it's way different.
Just animals.
The lettering is so cool.
Yeah, the concept sounds really cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll pick that up tomorrow.
Nice.
No, I highly, highly, highly recommend. Like, this is actually something where I read it and it felt one, like a classic, and two, immediately one of my favorite comics I've written, hands down, with Hickman. Like, I read it and was like, I am going to follow this through. I want to read anything this guy writes. Like, I can't even. And then they do quotes on the back. So it says, you must remember this day, Miss B, as the last day that we did nothing.
And it's
so
really
powerful.
I remember that line. That was in the beginning where I won't spoil it, but like it's a dark moment, and then like the moment happens, and then the characters are talking, and it's like it's again about people and just real life and what's happened and what's currently happening, just in general, right, of this history of humans. So it's really good.
Is it supposed to be an ongoing, or is it like a mini series, or do they
probably mini, and then if it gets popular, it could get turned into because that's how it usually happens.
Like Kanto,
right? Yeah.
Well, because it was written, I think, a while ago. It's not something that's relatively new.
Oh, just translated recently.
Maybe not.
Gore said that there might be a Spanish translation of the original graphic novels. I think there are 2 volumes. I hope. I just want
multiple
more.
volumes already.
I honestly feel like this is one of those things where I'm going to be so sad when it ends. Like, I'm going to have to like. This is like when I read something like this, I'm like, this is what good writing, good comics, good literature is like. Like, I feel so strongly about this, and I know that essentially the first print sold out really quick, and so then the first issue went up in price, and it's coming down, it's cooling off. But I just honestly don't feel like I'm seeing enough people talking about it. Like, there's a few people I know who've posted about it, and I'm like, this is like one of the best books out right now. I feel so.
I know Jeremy was talking about it heavy.
Jeremy, he's usually on top of it.
He was talking,
him and Caroline
definitely was on that. Yeah. I just when it came out, like I definitely heard about it, but I was like, I don't know. I just didn't expect it was gonna be this, because people kept comparing it to Stray Dogs, and I was like, all right,
Right.
like I don't need it, like you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't.
I was already
Like, I'm
Stray
trimming
Dogs
my
out.
pole. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like, I'll
Right.
get to it digitally eventually. Was like, and I kept pushing it off because it's like, I got
That's
all
a-
this.
yeah.
So like,
I
what
felt
am I
the
gonna
same
do?
way.
But then when it was in the back of that issue, I was like,
Mhm.
oh, obviously let me read it. It's really
But
good.
by the way, was Life Zero? Was that good, Jason? Did you like
Listen,
that?
I'm tired of zombie
Yeah.
stories, man. The art was
Oh, is that what it is?
fantastic.
Okay, I didn't realize.
The art
It
was
was.
Come on,
it's
did you read
Marco
Life Zero? You
Cicchetto.
said you picked it up.
But I'm just, I'm just burned out of anything zombie and like,
Gotcha.
you know what
I
mean?
didn't even
But-
realize. Yeah.
Yeah, but the art was fantastic. Fantastic.
Do you think you'll keep up with it, or probably not because of that?
If anything digitally, I don't think I'll pick it up physically, but the art is fantastic. So maybe.
Oh, also, I read it. I read
Ah.
Rain.
Hey, there it is.
That was
You
another.
read it.
That was another good one.
What did you think of it?
I liked it.
Oh.
So I do think it's something I'm just gonna wait for the trade and like not do
She
single
said.
issues.
Right. She said,
You seen that?
Well,
I don't know. Did she say that? Oh, she said that.
She said,
Well,
well,
I'm first of all trying
listen.
to like pull down the pull list, and I liked it. I wasn't blown away by it, but like I think it's one of those stories that's going to build. Like I actually think it's going to build. It's going to be really good. I already really like the premise. I am just not typically one for apocalyptic stories in general. Like it's just not my
Okay.
thing. So
A
in
lot
that,
of
because there's a lot, but so it's just not my favorite
understandable.
genre of stories. So
Yeah.
I really like it. I think it's interesting, and I think it's something that I would probably enjoy a lot better, like reading in a whole sitting, like really getting into the story, really immersing myself.
Nice.
But I loved the pacing of it, and I felt like some of the characters were just like really like funny. Like there's that one girl who's like super thirsty.
Yeah.
She yells over at the girls. So
Yeah.
no, I really liked it. I think the art is really cool. It just didn't like blow me away in the sense where I'm like, okay, I need to like buy every single issue. It's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I feel like I read it and I can wait.
Yeah.
So-
Trade weight.
Yeah, I can
Nice.
wait for it, and I think I'll really enjoy it when I read it and watch everyone keep talking about it, and I'll feel a little bit, but, whatever.
I mean, I still give him mad credit though for someone
Yeah.
like me personally, because he was like, "Yo, read it," and I was like, "All right, like I'll get to it," because it seemed like like a love story, and like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's
I
just
love
not
love
up my
stories.
personal alley. You know what I mean? Like I can still appreciate it, but it's just not something I'll like go searching for, right? But I read it and I was like, "Damn, this shit was kind of crazy," like gets pretty nuts.
That's what I feel like I look for now is like books that I feel like everyone else is going to pass up on, and just give it a shot. Like even if it's not my genre, like if I mean, not that I have a genre per se, but like like I don't even read the synopsis usually. I just dive into something and then just go for from there for what it is. And that was a book that I think like nobody had on their radar. Nobody like just looking at the cover, you're just like like it's
if anything, again, Jeremy or something,
intriguing
because like
or-
they just
Right.
just big indie people, right?
indie,
and
yeah,
just trying everything,
right,
which is great. But like, no, for sure, that was definitely something where I feel like everyone was like, yeah, okay, like,
right.
they didn't really look into it.
Yeah.
Now everyone is buying it because of you. So.
yeah. Apparently, I mean, now I'm like nervous. I'm like, oh god, what if the next issue sucks? Like,
Well, yeah,
I just like
you
amp
got
this
a
up.
lot riding for this,
But
it's
it's
just coat.
but it's
the
just
trench
me,
coat
though,
is
you
filled
know?
with
Right.
one of Nightwing, one of Rain.
Rain.
Just,
But that's like how I felt though. Like genuinely, just like was excited for it. I was just like, man, this is really good. I think other people will really like it too.
yeah, I think a lot of people will like it, especially if you're into that kind of dystopian, horror twist onto things.
Yeah, it got really dark too. I was like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
way darker than I thought it was going to be.
You knew what was gonna happen, obviously, like when the moment
Yeah, the
was
way they
about to
talk
happen,
about
but
it.
you were like,
Yeah.
well, that's gonna happen, but you're like,
But then
damn,
you
like when it
see it.
happens.
I didn't think it'd be like that, right?
It's really
The
gruesome.
art really helps.
Yeah.
Is it Zoe Thorogood?
Zoe, yeah.
Or Thorogood?
Yep,
No?
Zoe
Yeah.
Thorogood. Yeah.
But yeah, she did an amazing job. That really
Yeah.
hits the reader, I guess. Right?
I like her style of art. It's definitely different.
Facts.
It's not your
unique,
typical.
very
Mhm.
unique.
Candace,
Love
did you pick this one up? Sorry, I asked you.
No, I haven't read it yet. And obviously, I keep hearing Justin talk about it.
I've been yelling at Candace. I've been yelling
So
at
it's
Candace.
on my list. I feel like though, yeah, it might be something I want to try like digitally first or something, and then like
Yeah.
Sure.
thing maybe
Yeah.
do it great. I'm trying to do
That's what I
that
did.
more
Yep.
to just like trying to do the trade
Honestly,
sometimes I just
I'll bring my issue. You could
oh sweet.
Yeah.
and
Oh.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not
I
like
want this
super
piece
attached
of-
to it.
Yeah, she's like, get this out of my house.
Why are you trying to? You woke up and chose violence today.
Go
I'm just
rain
kidding.
on someone else's parade. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I
no.
want to show this hardcover real quick because this was the other when you were showing
Seems
off the
like people agree
hardcovers.
about the zombie thing, though. Really quickly, Amon
Yeah.
and Misso. Everyone's burnt out on zombies.
So
Too much.
this is the cover jacket of Harleen. I know. I'm sure you guys seen it because I've shared like the
I
actual.
have. That
So
is
that's-
such a good story.
That's the cover, and then this
who
is
did that cover?
this is the
did
actual hardcover. Stefan Sejic. Steven Sejic, but his name is STJEPAN. Steven.
I want to
Okay.
know
S-E-
other
and it-
things he's
yeah.
done because his
S-E-J-I-T.
artwork is.
Yeah, there's like
Fire.
there is one other thing that he has done that I heard of. I forget the name of it now that I was going to check out. But I like just going back to what you guys are talking about. Like I like when they take time to put into the hardcovers
Oh,
the
yeah.
Man.
the detail of this. So this was really cool, especially that it's this
Mhm.
initially, and then when you remove it,
Switched up.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So and it's just really nice quality, Haley. Like you were saying, like DC quality. For these like miniseries are really good. I want to get the one for Wonder Woman Dead Earth as well, and
I want that because you and V have talked about it like consistently, and it's been
Really
recommended.
really good.
Uh,
I said Jay, you read it, yeah.
DC
Yeah, that
hardcovers
shit was
are
good.
for sure. I feel like
Mar-
they do it a lot
Yep.
better than Marvel, to be quite honest.
I would also recommend checking out the latest Suicide Squad Blaze. It's going to be similar to this. It's going to be like 3
Oh, yeah,
issues.
I seen you was you
They're
was
long.
posting that.
Yeah, they're like magazine size issues. Maybe if you want to wait for the hardcover or something, but already
that was the magazine one that came out because I saw it at the shop and like I was like,
Mhm.
oh,
Be right back. I
another
gotta grab a
giant
charger.
friggin' book,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that was that one. So there were 2 covers. There was one with like Harley and Peacekeeper, and then there was like the regular one with the 4.
Okay.
It's a cool different like twist too, though. It's not like It's not like that movie or whatever,
I
but-
seen the panels you posted, and it seemed right up my alley. You know,
Yeah,
it's very adult.
It's very adult, very dark, and funny. You know, it's got good humor to it. And I think I mean, Jason, you and I talked about this. Like anything DC Black Label now, I'm like,
that's something I still want to read too. That specific.
Oh, yeah.
one.
yeah. But they have not let me down. Like DC Black Label in general. has
Word,
just
no,
not let me down.
it's definitely good stuff.
Yeah.
I've been impressed.
I feel like DC Black Label is one of the things that I'll actually read. Like I'll actually scroll through because not that I don't like DC, but it's just not like I'm already really invested in Marvel and the characters, so it's nice. Have you guys read the Wonder Woman Historia?
Not yet, but
No,
that's a
but
DC
art-
Black Label too, right?
Let me,
That's
okay,
DC
let me
Black
go
Label.
grab it. I just
Wild.
That's another
Art
DC
looks
Black Label.
wild.
Yeah.
wait. You said
Honestly?
Jason, you've read it or you haven't?
No, I haven't, but the art is I've seen the art.
Okay, let me grab it really quickly.
Jay, I almost bought it from the shop we don't talk about when I was there, because I was like going around. I'm like, oh, what if I don't buy anything? I still feel bad. I feel like I gotta buy something.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it. I was like, well, I could buy this, and then but I'm like, but I could get it as Zap. I'd rather just get it as Zap. I'd rather just support.
Yeah. I mean, those scumbags. Yeah, there's
I
a
didn't-
shop that's actually near where Justin lives. And I live near Justin, but like it's in his town, right? It's in your town. And they're just dirt bags. They're just not good people.
Not good people. No, not good people.
So only when necessary we spend our money there. Basically.
Right. It's like a backup.
Yeah.
Where?
I'll try to call other shops in other states before I go to that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I go to Sacramento and hit up A1 Comics before I go there.
Oh man, that's better than me. I'll give them my money still for that.
Okay, yeah, Gore Historia was very good. Unofficial.
It's only the
release
first
was-
issue, right, Haley?
I think it's a one shot.
Oh really?
Oh, it's only one shot. Okay.
I think.
Wasn't this like in the
Oh,
making
man.
for a minute, and it was supposed to release like a while ago or something?
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
Oh my god. Yeah, I
'Cause
heard
the
the
art was
artwork.
just so crazy. I could see that happening. Like
Somebody was just
Neat
posting about
comment.
this. Was this you, Haley, that was posting, or maybe Sheena?
I
Maybe
mean,
she-
this is like the writing in it. So I read it. So Unofficial Geek said first issue. Oh, there's more to come.
Yeah, I was thinking there's 3. Okay. there it
Okay.
is.
Cool.
So
Oh, cool. 3 different artists. Nice. Yep, that looks amazing.
It's stunning.
Looks
And
amazing.
for nothing else, the art is like worth. There's like that one page that just is like super epic.
Oh man, yep,
This is just.
love it.
I saw the progress for that page, and it's just amazing. The writing in this, I read it once. I need to reread it because it's so deeply layered, and it speaks so much to like what women experience, like under patriarchy, essentially.
Oh
And
yeah, I seen a panel. I think Inja posted, and it had to do with that kind of stuff where it was like. So one of the men was saying something, and like I forget what exactly happened, but I seen that. It looked
and the violence against women, and I mean it's so beautifully written, but it's one of those things where I read it and it was like, okay, I need to sit down and reread this a couple of times because it deserves that time to really like sit with what everything that they're saying, because it's one of those books where every scene I feel like there's so much to be taken away, or to be really appreciated. And yeah, again, I read this and I was like, what?
I'm gonna put it on the list. I'm gonna put it on the list. The other one too, that I know John had talked about was the DC Black Label Catwoman book. I don't know if you have any of you read. Do you remember that, Jason?
I didn't read it, but I know what you're talking about.
Catwoman Lonely World?
Yes, Lonely City or whatever. Yeah, I hear it is amazing. Like some people had it as like a read of the year, and it's not even done yet. It's only like one issue.
We're back again.
wasn't that See, the thing is, I'm not buying these because they're magazine size. That's the only reason why. And
yeah.
The only magazines
digital,
I want
my
to
friend.
collect
Digital.
are the older ones, to be honest.
Just get these nice hardcovers, Jason. Just get the nice hardcovers there.
The art for these is so good.
I heard that the writing was fantastic.
Also, the writing.
Have you read both so far?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I haven't read them yet, but
like really into it.
Yeah, so Catwoman's like older now, right? And she got out of jail, and she's like it takes place with her like being much older. Selena, I should say.
Yeah, they're
Cliff Chang. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Cliff Chang
from Paper Girls, right?
I don't know if Paper Girls.
I think so.
Yeah, with Brian K. Vaughan.
Oh, yes, for Historia, right, Gore? I want to Pretty Deadly. I should read that. I will read at this point. I will read anything from either of these two. Like the woman who wrote Historia. Yeah, Kelly Sue, and then Cliff Chang. Their writing is phenomenal. Like,
yeah,
DC Black Label is like actually like low key where it's at for the writing.
You don't even have to
impressive.
You don't even have to care for the characters. Like, you don't have to know the characters. That's what I like about it, because I don't know much about the characters. I'm new to DC. I know I've been reading a lot of DC, but I'm still very new to DC, so I don't know any villains. I don't know anything like that. And I legit look at DC Black Label as indie to me. I mean, basically, like the characters could basically be indie characters, and I'm just down to like learn about them. So again, like, I mean, even like Wonder Woman, I haven't read much Wonder Woman, but the Dead Earth was just fantastic. It's a standalone read. All these are standalone reads, so that's what I appreciate from them too. And they're digestible. They're not too long. They're not like a 20 issue, series or something like that. You don't have to invest a lot of money or time. It's like, but it's a meaty story at the same time.
Kelly Sue is married to Matt Fraction. Yeah.
That's interesting. Didn't know that.
If you like the Black Label, check out Jeff Lemire Swamp Thing.
Yes, that was great too. I'm getting that hardcover as well. Yeah, that was great. Although Haley, you might not like it if it is a little bit more post-apocalyptic ish.
So I can do it. It just depends. Like like I liked Rain. It's just more of those things where I'm not like, so I need it and I need it now. Like I read Lonely City. I'm like, I need this. I need it now. I need them to like put them out faster. Same with Historia. I also feel like with the DC Black Label, I feel like they're actually tackling topics in their storyline that are really necessary and also just like
relative.
Yeah, really of the moment. I just appreciate that so much. Like I love reading things where I'm like, okay, this is making me think. Like I'm really sitting here and I'm thinking I want to reread it several times. It reminds me of how I feel about Hickman's writing, because you just like are consistently like trying to like connect dots, and any writer who can do that, I'm like, you've sold me. Will now buy anything that you write.
Yeah. Did you read the Hickman's Black Monday Murders that Jason had brought up a while
I
back?
don't think so.
I need to.
That's cool.
It's like on the list because I have his volume year 1 and year 2 of East of West, and
Yeah, that shit is fire.
That's
Still
another
haven't
book
read
I
it.
need to read.
Yeah, I haven't
Like
read
that. Man, like that really is like a literal futuristic
Little
kind of
Monsters.
Game of Thrones kind of thing. Oh, yeah,
Little
Yeah.
Monsters.
You say Game of Thrones? The
East of West.
Oh,
It's
wow,
like
okay.
it's that kind of vibe where it's like very
Yeah.
grand scope and like certain
Nice.
families and there's like it's a story with like the Four Horsemen too, and like it
Right.
adds that and like it's just really sci-fi and really just cool stuff. I don't know, it's great.
Nice. I do have the White Knight stuff. I didn't read it yet, but I do own it.
Is it Black Label?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yep. There's a Harley Quinn one too, like a spin-off of Harley Quinn one. John, I know
Ooh.
John loved the first trade of what Unofficial Geek's talking about. The second trade, I know he did not like the direction,
Yeah, he said he
like
hated
at
it,
all.
right?
Yeah, he pretty much hated
Wow.
it. Yeah, he did not like the direction of the second trade, and then the third is Harley Quinn. I don't even know if he gave that a shot, but I know I will definitely check that out.
Yeah, this one.
Gore. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hell,
Most
it's
sinister
like
work.
the
Yeah.
you know the panel where
What?
where you sent me the very first panel like where you were impressed. I don't want to spoil it for these.
Okay,
two, but,
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
The desk and like
Yeah, the death. Yeah.
Crazy.
Love it.
crazy.
Once I read that, I wanted to go back and just let me
especially for
reread
him,
all
for
of it.
Justin, because he was doing comicsology panel to panel, and the way these specific
Yes,
specific
it's
scene
so
was
good.
set up,
Yeah.
it literally was like a film in a movie where it's like a horror scene where like some shit's going down, and
Yes.
It's
Did
I
you
think got the better
reread it,
experience.
Jason, like that? Okay. Did you reread it like that, or did you get a
in
chance?
comicsology?
Yeah, I didn't know if maybe you.
No, I don't have it
no.
on comics.
I didn't know if
have
you picked it
single
up. I
issue,
didn't
so
know.
I didn't.
Gotcha.
You definitely got the better experience out of us two just from that scene in itself, because I saw everything, you know.
Yeah.
At first.
Oh, so because
Okay.
Comixology like lets you do like panel to panel, right?
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Very cinematic. Certain books just fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. The panel,
Like big reveals and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
The lead up to
like
things. What was the
that's
recent
awesome.
X-Men book where like one of the guys is like putting the gun up to their head and you just see like these little glimpses of like him thinking about this and then the gun going up to his head and then all this other crazy stuff. Yeah, in an X-Men book. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it feels like it moves and more when you're watching.
All you see are these pictures. Yeah.
I'm gonna get off this and end up downloading comics because I don't. Also, Jeff, you should read some more Black Label because there's some really good ones like the Lonely City, Catwoman, and Historia. Highly recommend.
It's the only thing really holding me on to these days.
No, for real. I mean, and then Tom Taylor signed that stupid exclusive.
Yeah.
I am so mad about that. Like,
Me too.
I just want.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy everything he does still. I'm gonna buy everything he does.
Misso said that if I like Black Label stories, might enjoy the Vertigo stories.
Oh yeah,
in the
Vertigo
90s.
was dark, which is like Sandman, right? That was Sandman was
Yep.
Vertigo. in the
Yeah, that was Vertigo.
So a lot of Vertigo stuff was dark.
I just wasn't a huge fan of the Sandman art, so I've never read it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's on my
Man,
list.
so you should pick yourself out of your own show.
Thank you, Jit.
No,
you should give it a shot. You should give it a shot.
I could see that though. I could see where
Totally,
that's coming from.
It's not for everyone, but I would say read it with the art, not just look at the art. Like if you really take time and read the issue, it speaks differently than just looking at it. Honestly, same thing with like just reading something and not looking at the art or whatever.
I'm very spoiled though, because I and you too, I guess, because I started reading it along with the audiobook with the cast, with all these actors and you know and all that. So like,
yeah,
it was even better for me.
Yeah,
the audiobook's
they said
fantastic.
It's on Audible too. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Austin said that some books read really well digitally. I feel like I want to give it a shot just because I felt that way about Department of Truth. Like I didn't want to read it because of the art, and then I read it, and the art fits really well with the story. So by the end of volume 1, I was like, oh, I really like the art now because I feel like it fits the tone. So yeah, I just like, again, the laundry list of reading. It's like I have so much that it's just not priority. I feel like I would want to get through like Hickman's stuff before I jump into Neil Gaiman's world. But he's a phenomenal writer. I have a lot of his like actual like novels. So
yeah, I liked reading the Coraline, adaptation comics. It was a good one to read.
300 issues.
Oh,
Candace and I are buddy reading Hickman right now, the Hoxpox, because she's never read
Oh,
it.
shit, man.
What?
She's never
Okay.
read it, and I want to reread it.
Yeah.
Jason, I've been telling you I want to
Candace,
I
reread it.
read it like 10 times.
DM
Yeah.
me all of your thoughts. Like if you want to like live, like DM or text me, like please do.
Okay.
I'm here for it. Honestly,
Well, I'm actually mad excited for you because that shit is
yeah, it's
crazy.
so
The
good.
first read through.
I'm
Definitely some
excited.
big ideas.
Too much to read, like 100%. Me all the time.
It's a good problem. It's a good problem to have. Good problem to
Yeah.
have.
true.
But we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. I'm not gonna lie, I need to eat breakfast still.
Yeah, I need to eat too.
I like feel like my stomach's like
I have a show in like an hour.
but thanks so much for joining me, everyone in the chat who is watching. I'm pretty sure I'm going to continue to maybe try to do these like maybe on Saturday mornings, because I actually really love like waking up, having coffee, and chatting with everyone. So I think that might be something that I do consistently, unless I have some like crazy like life stuff going on, but usually I don't on Saturday mornings. Jeff really quickly said, "Am I the only one that thought Decorum was underrated?"
I read Decorum. I thought it was awesome.
Oh,
That
I didn't
shit
read
was
it yet.
Crazy. And
It's on
I heard Hickman. Well, not only heard, but some Hoxpox ideas definitely were in this. That's all I'll say. Great read.
Also, Gore, Manhattan Projects was my first Hickman, so amazing. Thanks, Miss So. But yeah, so I will hopefully see you guys next Saturday. You'll see I'll put the stream up. And then anyone who wants to make an appearance on the screen, I just like let me know. I'll DM you guys or email you the links. Otherwise, I'll see you in the chat. And I hope that everyone has a great morning. Bye.
Yes.
Yes.